Welcome, everybody, to episode 31 of Petty Squabbles Monster Hunter Story, the Black Nergigantes Visit a Ruin. So last time on this game, you decided after hunting down a Temper Tiestra to go visit some ruins that you heard from a veggie elder that was doing some fishing where someone named Raxus may have resided in a long time ago. During your journey, you encountered what looks to have been a Valhazak and deftly defeated him along with a couple of the creatures it raised, which conveniently turned it into a bonus action now. Which will definitely up its difficulty in future encounters. And that's kind of where we had left off. You were at the ruins, you killed the Valhazak. Some of you are fairly weakened, some of you are looking great. That's just kind of how it goes. As we fade in on the group. So, you guys doing and all that jazz?
I'm complaining I got hit.
I pat him on the back with what do you call it?
Lay on
Solidarity.
hands?
No,
Oh.
solidarity.
Not the kind of support I was hoping for, Shaseth. Oh, just like tears throughout my armor because of giant Valhazak claws.
First time.
Not used to being in the front lines, or the front lines come to me.
First time's always the hardest.
Yeah. At this point, I've gotten used to it.
Remember his last big fight where the Teostra decided, screw you, particular flight?
On a scale of
my face
0 to
times.
170, I'm a 33.
That's a very specific scale.
Very specific kind of guy.
I mean, on a scale of 0 to 255, I'm about 243.
Flight looks at his number, less than 100. I'm at 500. I'm at 2 out of 500.
Rough. Yeah.
Anyway, I suppose we should have a bit of a rest.
Okay. I will also note, just for out of character, currently the stats have been updated. Stream.
Wait, what?
You guys have jumped from level 9 to level 16 in one session. Congratulations. Some of you some of you were actually level 11. But you know how it goes.
Joke's on you. We're about to make that outdated again.
I know. I'm 100% aware. Oh, too funny. All right, so back to it. So you guys wanted to try to get a rest. I mean, looking around, this is still a fairly gross area. So, if you are going to be resting in here, whoever doesn't have immunity to effluvium is going to have to make some saves.
Probably avoid resting for now and just check out the temple. Then we can teleport back.
Mm-hmm.
We are on a time
Maybe.
crunch.
I mean, I think we still need to make saves regardless of spending a time in here, right? Or is it
You will have to after a certain amount of time. Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Probably an hour or two.
All right. Well, let's just do that, and then maybe you could use some pally magic on flight, just a little bit, give him a bit of a bump.
I don't know that I can. Well, I suppose I could. Yeah.
I don't know how much you have. I just know that you could have the ability to heal by tapping him on the back, and making him feel better.
I can remove curse twice, just in case.
I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna cure myself.
You don't have any lay on hands?
I do.
I restore a whopping 4 HP
Or are you
myself.
using...
Boom. You roll
We're taking a short rest. Are we not taking a short rest?
Wait, what?
Hey, that cure wounds did not add your
spellcasting modifier.
Oh, I got 9 HP back then.
Heck yeah.
So I went from 28 to 37.
Heckin'. Are we short resting or are we just kind of chilling?
Let me investigate. You guys can take a look around. I'll work with me so I can have I have light.
I'm gonna give myself 20 points of lay on hands.
Hey, Mage, you want to come take a look inside with me?
We check these up here.
As I'm giving the cold silent treatment, I'm like, okay. I'll go walk inside myself.
Oh, Mage
I mean,
is muted.
I'll go in.
This we find out
Where am
Mage
I?
hasn't been here the entire time.
I'm gonna walk in there and keep an. Can I not move my character?
Oh, paused. Can you unpause, please?
No.
Fine.
There
You.
we go.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Whenever you're back,
I'll start walking
Mm.
inside with Mini Orc being my light source.
we'll assume that Mage is coming along.
Okay, so we're assuming Mage comes along.
I cast light.
I can see. I can investigate.
You can see.
I can fight.
That's how I felt when that stupid fog got away.
Okay.
You go.
Chatbot's broken. So, I was trying to get something done in chat real fast. I'll fix that later. So as you enter into the ruins, they look very similar to as you've seen now. As a reminder, this is a ziggurat, so it has the different like kind of tiered sections as it goes up to the top. As you are walking into it, it's a grayish green stone on either side for the walls. There is shrubbery and vines growing up through most of it. It looks actually, I'm my artificer. Give me a intelligence check, please.
All right, here's where I roll bad.
Like artificer would be the best. 7. It looks fairly stable from what you can tell. The only real damage that you really notice is in the room to the left as you kind of walk a bit further in. Is where the Valhazak damaged the area. In front of you, you see 2 different pathways that seem to lead. You can kind of eye it on the corners that lead to like some kind of staircase in either direction. It seems safe enough to walk through in progress.
All right, because of where we are and who we were dealing with, I'm gonna check for traps.
Okay. So, as you are checking for traps, give me a perception check as you look for traps.
I will be doing that with Mini Orc, so I'm getting advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
A slight advantage here. So as you look around in this hallway, checking both staircases, kind of walking up to the side and looking down, and walking to the other side and checking, doesn't seem to be any traps. If there were traps, maybe they were set off a long time ago. I mean, a Valhazak was in here. There was no door in the entrance, so anything could have walked in and set them off at some point.
True, but it might have been like very specific kind of magical traps. So I'll
True.
take Mini Orc's words for it, and we'll start heading down towards. Well, we see the plant life here, so we'll go up to one over here.
Okay. So you walk over. You don't see anything of note as you fly through a crack in the wall and come back.
Oh, just forest out there.
Okay, so you see a staircase. You look down it. There's one thing you do notice with that 30 is there doesn't seem to be any bones anywhere inside of here. So like nothing's died in here. So maybe nothing's traveled, or maybe the bones disappear some weird way. You aren't sure, but it's something you notice.
As we're looking down now, I want to ask everyone: does anyone know how to speak? Know how to speak with dead? Maybe it will work on the Valhazak.
No,
Didn't sound too interested in talking.
no, it wasn't very
Sure,
chatty.
but like, does a spell make it so you have to talk to it?
It was just
It
kind of grumbly.
doesn't. The spell doesn't force it to talk, especially if it was hostile towards you.
What a lame spell.
You can disguise yourself though.
Mm-hmm.
It's true, but what are you going to disguise yourself as to talk to a Valhazak?
Lady
Not a
Valhazak.
bird.
I'll walk to the central area.
Okay.
I'll
Right.
keep it in the back.
You walk to the central area. So as you walk in light glowing off of light, and most of you with dark vision, you see a altar in the center of this area, which is obviously kind of what you see here, with some vegetation grown up from below. As you look, the top of the altar is made of flesh and bone that seems to be convulsing and shifting a little bit here and there. The lower half made of stone is a pillar spreading out around the ground, and it almost seems like it's sinking into the ground itself. And that is what you see.
Well, that requires an identify, I think.
Sure. If anyone's got a pearl, then one to touch that. Do I, for some reason, not have identify?
I have identify.
Mage definitely has identify.
No, I have detect magic.
do.
I do not have identify.
Wait, really? You don't have
Yeah.
it? Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I do have it. I just don't have a
Oh,
pearl.
I knew someone had it. Because we've definitely done it before.
Yeah.
Since I don't have a pearl, I'll take a look at the thing and see if
We have a pearl.
we do.
Yep, it's in the misc bag. We have a crab pearl.
Is it 300 gold pieces?
It is worth 75.
It's sadly not big enough.
Millions worth 100. I assume at this point we would have had one by now.
I mean, you guys didn't buy one. You didn't buy one.
I didn't know that identify needed one.
I never thought to need one either.
That is the slackerness of level 16 and never having to identify things normally.
You said the arcane focus doesn't substitute things with a gold value.
That is
right?
correct. It never does. That's standard rules.
All right. Well, then I will just investigate the pulsating, oozing flesh.
Okay. Do you investigate it by just getting close to it and looking at it? Do you touch it? What do you do?
So I'll just rely on Mini Orc's scope vision and just use some pair of binoculars.
Okay, so using his eagle eye vision for the thing that's a tiny bit ahead of you. Gotcha.
Okay. He's gonna be a magnifying glass for me.
That's fair. So give me. So I mean, since you're not helping the Mini Orc investigate because you're not getting close to it, have Mini Orc make an investigate or I guess in this case, a perception check because all he's going to do is see is what he sees. Investigate would involve touching and looking.
If it's perception.
But how are you helping him? Does he have advantage just in default?
No, if I'm helping him because we both proficient in perception. If I'm going to help him by having him look at the places I want him to, he's not very bright on his own.
Okay. Because I feel like it's one of those situations where he is the one trying to inspect it, and unless you are getting closer, because he's zooming in to see this, which you are not unless you get closer. I don't think you give him advantage for this, and it needs to be a check based off of his roll, not your roll.
Then I could just look at the initial roll, which was a 9. Well, no, the first roll was still an 18.
Right, plus his modifiers. He does not have a plus.
That
10,
is his modifier.
It is a plus 10. Okay.
Yep, he has a plus 10.
Cool. Good to know. All right, so as Miniorg zooms in, investigating this altar that we see, the altar itself, as I mentioned, is kind of a living, fluctuating top. There are bones and flesh about it. You see little bubbles, maybe a finger poke out through and sink back down in. What is he looking for, I guess is the question.
Well, it's definitely entirely out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna look for whatever magic's keeping this thing going.
Okay.
It has to be magic because it just doesn't seem like a real creature.
Right. So if you're looking for magic, he would
He's looking for weird glowing objects or other magical looking things.
Does he have detect magic? Does detect magic?
He does not. He's just looking for things that are obvious.
Cast it. It'll take me a while. I'll cast it as a ritual, but in the meantime, you guys can keep looking around.
All right, so you're catching detect magic as a ritual. As New York, there's no glowing aura or switch you can see on walls. So there's there's definitely some kind of magical nature. There's no way there's a living flesh altar that's moving around as something normal. So he definitely knows it's magical in some shape or way. Your best guess.
So anything on the altar then, because there is an altar.
I mean, you see. Take a look. Are you going up to investigate it? Because I mean, there's
Mini Orc's gonna just keep looking at it, flying around the thing, not touching anything.
Okay, there's bones all through it. There's flesh, but there's not a dagger or a sword or anything you can visually see currently.
I'm gonna take a look in the back room there.
Okay. You go walk into the back room. In the back room, you kind of see what you see on the map here. There are 2 urns on either side of the wall where the altar's on the opposite side. There is a sarcophagus that is open. There's not a skeleton there, it's more just dust. There are also 2 other pillars on either side of it that are completely empty. On a glance, that is what you see.
I'll walk into the room and take a more thorough look around.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Perception. I rolled a 2.
Nice. So on a 14, as you're looking around, you kind of, for what side do you check first?
The urn side.
Okay, so the left side. So as you're looking through it, you see in the urns at the, you're looking to see if there's something in there. You do see what looks to be some kind of dust or other kind of like or dirt or something like that down at the base of it. In the closest one to you, go to the other side, you see something similar. Not a lot, just some. And that is what you see on that left side. Yeah, that's what you see. And then you go to the right side as you look over there, same kind of thing. Pristine. The one thing you notice is that both of the pillars or the little... It's a small pillar, so it's not like to the ceiling. It's to the, like, about the same height as sarcophagus. They seem to be almost like completely clean. Like there's not even dust there, which is strange because everything else in this entire freaking place is dust and filled with plants and everything else. And then you have the where the skeleton was that is just disintegrated.
Strange. Can I make a knowledge, history, religion, whatever check?
Sure.
Time to attempt a good roll. Let's try religion.
16. So as you're looking through it, a 16 is just so low in terms of this. I think the only thing you notice is that it feels like this room is used for some type of religious, maybe not necessarily a ritual, but some type of simple preparation or for something else somewhere. You probably best guess is outside. But you don't know what or what it would do with a 16. We're in the dungeon part. Dungeon Dragon. For the first time in a long time.
This
I
dungeon
have an
dragon-
idea.
Ugly dragon heavy.
Hey, Steve.
While he's preparing his spell, I want to run out and I'm going to decapitate the Kutku and bring its head in.
Okay. You go running out, grab it, cut head off, split. Tongue hanging out of the beak.
As you come with the cut, he goes like, "Hey, Gerathor!" I pull out the Chameleon's head.
It's fairly.
Which one's more? Yeah, which one's
sludge.
worse off?
Oh man, that Chameleon's head has been in there for weeks, so it is just goopy. It smells horrid the instant you take it out.
Can we just leave that out and not put it back in the bag?
I don't think we want that bag anymore.
Yeah, it was in a separate bag all of its own.
Right, put it back in the bag.
Just-
throw it away. Just throw
Yeah.
it.
Just throw that bag into another bag and cause chaos.
I'll just cast prestidigitation and clean it.
Way too simple. Throw it away.
Instant dry cleaning.
Anyway, I'll wait the 10 minutes before I do anything with the head because I want to know what the spell does.
Sure. So that's kind of what we're waiting on, I guess. Now, unless you're doing anything else during this time flight.
Minior come back with the results, and he was inconclusive. So Flight will have to take care of himself. Well, what does science do but touch things?
Okay. So you walk up to the altar.
Yep.
Okay. So you see.
I think you should give it a minute, Flight.
Give it a minute. Oh, okay. I'll wait for. I pull out a watch that should exist.
Artificial technology. He determined that 60 seconds is the appropriate time frame for a minute. He judges everything by hours, and it's always confusing whenever he's talking about anything.
I'll go by candles and glasses. I don't know what he's talking about.
My watch is
Right.
just a picture of McDonald's, a bunch of McDonald's franchise logos.
All right, so you as your detect magic finishes, Mage, you open your eyes, you look at the altar, and there is a bright red and black aura just kind of emanating off. It gives you necromancy is the school.
I wonder if that guy was a lich.
And this is on the statue that's connected to the
It's on the altar itself.
altar.
Yeah, because the altar is made of flesh and bone, upper half.
Red and black aura, the school of necromancy. Mage says to the group.
Should dispel it.
Toss the head onto the thing.
Okay, so you touch Cuckoo head onto it. As it's about to reach it, you watch as the flesh reaches up and like grabs it and then pulls it down. And it begins to slowly, like, the cuckoo head, there's nowhere for it to go below it. It's only about, I would say, about 6 or so inches thick. And it's just being pulled down. That cuckoo head's at least a foot tall. And it's just disappearing into
I'm gonna try to cast Dispel Magic on it.
it. Grows outwards about 6 or so inches.
From being
When
in
I
the head or
cast-
dispel magic?
As the actual altar itself.
From the head or from the Dispel Magic?
This is before Dispel Magic.
Okay. I back away from that. Like, nope.
So Mage, Shaseth cast Spell Magic. Give me a spell casting check.
And what is that? Just a
It's
charisma
just
check?
push your charisma, yeah. Oh shit!
Oh,
You know, just because I don't like it, boost it by 5.
31.
Okay, 31 on the Dispel Magic check. So as you cast Dispel Magic, the altar itself, as it's undulating and growing and expanding outwards, stops and begins to shrink. The altar itself stops moving as it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Ending with you're starting to see bones fall to the ground, and you see the cuckoo head smash down like it came from some external space. The bones begin filling up more and more of the area around it. It becomes a pile of bones compared to the small altar it once was, as the flesh dissolves and disappears.
Hmm.
On top of the pillar, as it disappears, is a skull about human size.
Is it radiating magic, Mage?
Mage, as you are looking at it, it has a faint glow of necromancy as well.
Yes,
I-
but weakly.
I will now cast Identify by touching the skull.
You have the
No, I don't have a pearl. Never mind.
Okay.
We have a not quite as much pearl. We have 3/4 of a pearl.
I mean, if we have a separate bag, we can wrap it up.
Or we can just
Yeah.
destroy it wherever it is. It could be something dangerous.
We have Schrodinger's bags. We have exactly as many as we need.
I can
We
just
really
cast
do
mage,
just
I
have
can
an
just cast
infinite
mage
amount of
hand,
these bags.
mage hand, and just put it in one of the bags.
Oh, wait, how much is our fire pearl?
75.
Mhm.
Darn it.
So-
25 more gold.
As Mage grabs the skull with the mage hand, plucks it up and off, the necromancy fades from the skull itself, and the altar of the pillar starts to sink.
Hmm.
No, wait, I want to look through those bones.
So it's the altar, the pillar is about 2 or so feet tall, and is slowly sinking down into the ground, fairly slowly. Like It's not like, oh no, run for your lives. It's not Indiana Jones, the little pillar falls as he puts down the wrong weight. But it's
All
definitely
right.
descending.
Put the skull back on. See what happens.
You put the skull back
Do
on?
so. Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Hmm.
All right.
Gerathor, help me lift this back up.
I'll
Muscle
go
power.
over
Try
and
and catch it.
I will also help with muscle.
All right.
Athletics.
So let's do, yeah, all three of you do athletics checks, please. It's a group check. Not counting Mage
25.
because he's not helping.
Do we get advantage for helping each other?
No, you're doing a group check in this case.
21.
I think you
Ah,
all have the
damn.
same exact bonuses.
Oh, I cheat. I have magic on my side.
Dang cheater. All right, so a 25, a 21, and a 16. Okay, so as you both are all pulling it up, you stop it, but you aren't able to pull it back to its peak.
Is it grinding or just sinking?
It was sinking. You don't hear any grinding noise. It doesn't sound like it's a mechanism or anything like that.
Mage, you got any idea what this is as I'm straining?
Mage, you
Can I
don't
make
see.
an
there-
Arcana check?
There is no. You don't see any magic on this pillar. As you look down the floor, there doesn't seem to be any magic on the floor. Only
There's
magic
nothing
you
on the
see.
skull.
There's nothing on the skull anymore. It's
Mage,
just
check the room. See if something changed.
That back room.
Yeah.
Mage, go look.
Sure.
Mage, as you come running into this room, as you look into it, give me a perception check.
Mini Orc will also come be a light source for you.
Fucking toss the skull at that body.
He gets up. Thank you for restoring me.
A
Nice.
3. So you look in here, nothing seems different.
I'll have Mini Orc.
I
check,
will
too.
note actually though, because you're talking about it, you do see that there is a glow coming from both urns, faint, and you see. I have to determine what's full of magic though. This would be, I guess, alteration. Is what you see, kind of like emanating like a light, faint, like maybe blue glow from the bottom of these urns, and that same color from the skeleton on your right. Something you do know.
That's supposed to come out of flight, not Mini Orc.
Can you repeat that with the urns?
Sure. Both the urns and the skeletal, like the coffin, both emulate alteration, school of magic.
Maybe it's causing them to sink by changing into more rock.
As I shout out, I have 2 glowing urns with alteration magic. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Dispel him? He's heavy.
Give me another check, actually, everybody, please. It's been close to like 30 seconds to a minute at this point.
20.
Oh man, I'm tired.
Gerathor's trying to hold it this entire time with his weapon in hand.
I'm using one arm.
Gerathor, stop being a show off.
Okay, so
No.
you're still holding it. It sinks like, a millimeter, but it's like because of a slight slip, but otherwise it's fine. So you still have some time here, Mage. As Mage did yell out that he sees some alteration magic emanating from these urns, which Shaseth, you're the only person who's seen them.
I do have identify. I'm gonna cast. Yeah.
You have a
We
pearl?
don't have
The
the
pearl.
pearl.
Well, for identify, I'm just saying like I do have it. I thought I didn't, but
Mm.
I'm going through them right now, and there it is. It's
Ah.
just the icon is gray, so it's really easy to pass up.
Cast
Yeah,
it.
I'll
Cast it now.
twin this spell on both the vases.
Okay.
Twinned identify.
Yeah. All right. So dispel magic. Go ahead and give me a spell casting check as well.
I can't see it, so I can't buff it.
Nope. Can't see him. He is out of line of sight.
You're doing dispel or identify?
I can't. We don't have the pearl.
All right.
So, well, give me one for each. Actually, I'm gonna have it. We'll have each one separate.
It's always low when it wants to be. Yep, 45.
It was meant to be. So you cast small magic. It nothing happens.
Cast at a higher level.
Where am
There's a cat in front of my screen.
Fine, more.
I? Those 3, 4. Is it worth casting at a higher level? Like, is there a reason why we're trying to stop this?
You have no idea.
Curiosity.
You have zero idea.
I'll make a history check on the nature of this pillar dropping. If I heard anything similar.
Which I think this will be related closer to. Did you want? It's not even a nature check. This is a.
It's all the same for me. So
I mean, it's just nature doesn't make sense. Survival doesn't make sense. Still.
History or religion, right?
He's already done a religion.
my knowledges are all +3.
I mean, I could do a history check, but it wouldn't make sense for me to.
And there was a Val Hazak here.
Yeah, there was. Okay, let's go with. None of these make. Let's just go with the straight intelligence check, actually.
Nice.
That was a. Okay.
17.
So as you're trying to figure out, like, you're holding on this thing, like, what's this gonna do? This is you gotta go back to like when you were back in like academy training, learning to become a hunter, and some of the different like obstacles you may encounter, because there is information on like ancient civilizations ruins, which this is maybe some variation of a jungle ancient civilization type of setup, and at one point you had not this exact encounter where it's a pillar falling down, but you had a point where you as a team of 4 had to shove a pillar very similar to this into the ground, and you recall it not making any kind of noise or grinding, and once you completed it, door opened.
Okay, so wild idea. Let's let the pillar drop. Maybe it'll open
At
something.
least my singular hand holding the pillow.
Sends instantly. So I'm assuming you all let go. Flight, do you let go, or you listen to Shaseth? Are you trusting him, or you're like, no?
Let's see. I am Flight. I should listen to my party for
You
a
listen to
change.
the snake.
Now that you put it that way, yes.
Okay. So
Mage, we're dropping it.
So they're letting it go, Mage, as it begins to slowly descend into the ground, no grinding noises, and finishes as it hits level with the ground with a. Mage, were you back there the entire time, or did you go
Yeah.
out with the? Okay. So Mage, as they're letting it descend, with that low perception, you didn't notice at first because it was very small, but you see that where the skeleton remains are at is slowly sinking into the ground as this pillar is going down.
Like
So-
the tomb in its entirety?
No.
Like this little
Yeah,
sarcophagus?
that is going down. Correct. Yeah, so it's descending, and you see as you kind of peer in, mini orc with his little light, you can see a staircase leading down out under and to the east of this ziggurat.
As I shout out, we have stairs over here.
I knew it.
I'm glad someone was paying attention in class.
Weren't you?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Sure.
Okay. So.
I love when I actually remember this thing.
There's a staircase leading down. As the sarcophagus, the coffin, I keep saying sarcophagus, it's really a coffin, descends down, the lid of it actually falls back into place as it was kind of partially like off. And you see down, it leads down at least 60 feet going to the east that you can see outside of your dark vision.
We just got 120, right?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
on 20.
Okay. And then as you hit a little bit past the 60 foot, it seems to jet off, or it curves to the left. You're not sure if it's staircase at that point or if it's just a straight path.
Straight corridor and winding down.
Straight down and then 90 degrees, and then you can't see past that.
Are the urns still magical?
You still have a glowing magical to them.
You think they're the magical gear?
That would be my
only one
guess.
way to look. I will look in the urns.
You see dust at the bottom of them, same as Mage, who I think, or Shaseth, who mentioned it before.
Is it perhaps they're invisible in here? I look at visibility to see if that's a transmutation or if it's an illusion spell, because I have that.
You know which
It's
Well,
abjuration.
The urns were
Boom.
alteration.
Well, that's lesser restoration, not invisibility. That's illusion.
one. Yeah, it wasn't either of them.
Okay.
Even if we do get trapped down there, we have a way out, so we might as well go.
Alion. I jumped down.
Okay, yeah, you get a little step down. You step off
How
onto
do
the
you-
stone coffin and then onto the actual stairs. As you begin your journey or your descent into the underground.
The Mines of Moria.
Yes. As you begin your descent, you walk the 60 or so feet and come around the corner where you see
JB.
This isn't the right map. This is the wrong map.
Oh boy!
We cut the underground jungle.
Wait,
It's Team B.
no! I was trying to find Team B.
All right, let me go and drag you guys out. Give me a second here.
No vision.
I can't see a thing.
I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Panic.
I love how mini org gets put on it. Suddenly, I'm able to see the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Fancy new map.
I like
To make
how
my
we
own
all-
life easier, and because I have the spell slot, I will have dark vision.
Okay. You cast dark vision on yourself. Do you snuff out the light on Mini Orc then?
Yeah.
Light is
I like how the outside of my apartment is just the white void.
I mean, so is my window.
Mine is darkness.
Duh.
Do you have magic missile?
So
Magic missile.
you enter into this area. The area itself is just kind of it seems to be a central walkway. It looks like parts of it have caved in. It being so deep underground, it makes sense that you wouldn't really see anything from above necessarily. We're going to ignore the light that's ahead in the middle of this area because it's exist.
No light.
Yeah, it's not from like the cave or from the world above. But there's a little bit of a cave in. These ruins seem extremely ancient. The walls themselves are finely carved. Almost every single brick looks exactly the same. Dimension, like as you're looking at this flight, they're all the exact same dimensions from just your keen eye.
Someone took a lot of time and effort to make this place very orderly.
The perspective is messing with my head.
A little bit, right? You guys are actually upside down.
The camera's like 60 feet above the middle of the light room,
Yeah.
so everything is kind of leaning away from it.
So you have entered into this. You're in what looks to have been at some point some kind of base entry. There's no furniture. There's no sconces. There's nothing in that room. It's completely empty, other than the barren rubble that has fallen from the ceiling.
Our one weakness, dungeon delving.
Yeah, we're used to fighting giant monsters, not in closed spaces.
Our weakness is exploration. We have no skills.
I'm walking forward.
Okay.
I will join you.
I will check for traps with mini orc.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check for this room. See what
A real
you
man checks for
may
traps
or
with his
may not
pigs.
find.
Oh no, a
please.
low roll.
Oh no, a low roll. Okay. So as you look in the area, you don't happen to see any traps. The only thing that you see is at this point right here is a large iron gate blocking the rest of the way. To your left and to your right, it's caved in, so there's not much really to see in either of those directions.
I make sure to look at the walls if any ore fell in here.
Okay. So you go wandering over in like this section over here or something like that.
Yeah, I'll just take a look.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. A 19. We're in the jungle. Let me pull up my jungle stat block here.
Oh no, another low roll.
I will spot her for more rocks too.
You only ever get one rock.
Bones then.
He succeeds. Okay. And then, so yeah, you find some rocks. Like,
So I look at the ore. I'm like, hey, Gerathor,
Yes.
I found a rock.
I will hit rock.
okay, catch mine ore.
Catch it.
All right.
Ooh.
16 is a fail.
Flight, help me.
Fight.
Flight, assist
I
me.
only got one. I look at you as like, I only got one more of those, man.
This is worth it.
I roll my eyes and like slowly put an X over where the spot where you're supposed to mine.
Tilt this slightly move his axe over.
Yeah.
It was like 2 inches.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So that's a success. Go ahead and roll a d6. Let's find out if it was worth it or not.
1 + 24.
Dragonite ore.
Is 5 of them.
Nice.
Are they useful? Yeah, they're useful.
So I look at that like ore deposit. I'm like, oh, well, no wonder why it was so hard to open it up. There's 5 of these things in here.
So
Oh, now we-
as
now
you
we have
go,
15.
Shaseth, as you go looking for bones, you find
Dead
bones. But if you would, give me
Uh-oh.
a perception check along with. Okay. So you kind of go, you see where they're at. There's tons of rocks. Like there's no point even trying. So you go over to the other side over here and start kind of taking a look. And you're looking through some rubble, moving a little bit out of the way. You find some ancient bone from some creature, you're not sure what. But next to it you see like a human. Wherever this bone is, I can't think of what it is right now. Forearm bone. I'm pull the bone.
A
Like
forearm bone.
Like it was buried under the rubble?
Correct.
Hey, Mage, come over here.
Would be the
This forearm here looks like it's buried.
It's the radius and the ulna.
Looks like there's someone buried under here from a long time ago. You think you can mold earth to move it out of the way without breaking anything?
Oh boy, archaeology.
That is actually my background.
You hear bones and archaeology.
At what point does it stop being at what point does it become archaeology instead of grave robbing?
That is the important question. I would say most ancient civilization is archaeology for them.
Yeah, what point does it become ancient?
I think it's like,
When you don't use it for
100
yourself.
I think it's 100 years.
Look, birds don't live that long. Everything is ancient. Therefore, it's all archaeology.
Okay. So you do see that. So Seth, let's go and deal with the bone that you found first that for your collecting as the spotter. It's either a nature or history to determine if it's actually one worth it or not.
Yes.
Not
Is anybody good at those?
Nature or what?
history.
Yes.
Flight. Is this bone useful?
I look at the bone. I examine the bone. I history the bone.
That bone is
I rolled low.
worthless. Why would he even bring you to this one when you have that nice humanoid bone right next to it to look at?
Nice, delicious humanoid bone.
So you do see So you see that the radius and the ulna, the forearm bones, and attached to not attached to, but next to what looks to be different parts of a hand under these rocks, next to this other large bone that is of no value.
Large bone, no value. Brain says that's wrong, but roll says I did so.
Well, yeah, for that one, correct. Yeah, that one's no bone. But what about the humanoid one? What do you want to do, Mr. Archaeologist?
I stare intently at the bone while my brain processes.
Does it have?
Obviously,
like-
this bone is also important.
I feel like it's important.
I'm going to twin spell borrowed knowledge
Okay.
Oh,
on Shaseth and Flight. No, my bad, not that one. Enhanced ability for intelligence.
Ooh, okay. It lasts for a minute? Or
That's for an hour.
Okay, I don't remember how long. So intelligence would be Fox's cunning. You have advantage on intelligence checks for the next hour. Or until the spell.
I feel very wrong for the next hour.
Hmm.
Because it's Fox's cunning.
well, I feel like it's more important because otherwise I wouldn't have noticed it.
Okay, Shaseth. So you definitely think it's for sure. Think it's more important. Looking at your rough knowledge of archaeology, or maybe conversing with Flight, trying to pull a little information out of him sneakily. You this is definitely what you would consider an ancient, bone. It could be from some ancient humanoid from the actual ancient civilization. There's no one thing you notice is, other than obviously the damage it took from the collapse here, there doesn't seem to be any actual physical damage on the arm bone itself. So this doesn't seem like it was a warrior. It never had a break on this arm. There's nothing specifically pointing to the arm, since there's, as you kind of move from the rocks, you don't see any other parts of the bones. To have been injured in any way. Except for when you pick up one of the finger bones, you look into it, and the core of the bone is a jet black.
Weird.
Jet black.
Jet black.
Like,
It's like pure dark. It's like almost like looking into the void. It's Vanta black.
all right. I'm gonna look at my tools here. Pull my Tinkerer's tools. I'm gonna open that bone up and take a good look inside.
Well, seeing as we can't see color in dark vision, I cast light.
I can see.
Yeah.
You don't. That's a cantrip. Never mind.
Yeah, in the case of this one, it literally looks as if, like, even in grayscale, it looked like it was like a void. It wasn't even darkness there. So yeah, you cast light, and that darkness is just pure void in the middle of this bone. I mean, it's only maybe the width of a pencil in what width that you see.
Okay, I'm gonna take my Tinkerer's tools and just open it up.
Okay. Give me a Tinkerer's tool check.
Yes.
Okay. So you crack open the bone carefully. Just a couple little tinks on a chisel, and you hear the crack. And as it cracks, that jet black void lashes out at you like a tendril, and tries to wrap around your neck. Like, if you want, let's go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
I was gonna see if it even hit my AC.
14. So you are able to dodge out of the way as it flies past you, lands on the ground, and then starts to sink into the floor.
I stab it.
It's roughly about 1.5 feet long.
I stab it.
You go running over to stab it. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Attack.
Okay.
Regular. Crit.
Nice.
Extra dead.
Divot in the floor.
Mm-hmm. So you stab into it. crush into the floor, destroying one of these pristine tiles that was just so beautifully and intricately placed. And you watch as this tendrils, like almost like it gets like, you know, when someone's back gets hit and like they kind of crunch forward or down when they get punched in the back. It's the same kind of thing with the little tendril up and then continues to sink down.
Hey, Mage, can you Mage hand grab it?
Yeah. Try it anyway.
Okay. So your mage hand comes out, grabs it and begins to try to pull it up, and does it kind of like slinks out of it like a worm.
Any more Mage hands?
I have exactly what I wanted to do here. I pull up one of those petri dishes I had from earlier from when I was examining the virus, and I'm just gonna. But look, so everyone else that's looking here is a vacuum sucking it up, but whatever, trying to yank it out. But it's just me using a strength check to pull it out.
So you're trying to grab it to pull it out and then put it in the
Yeah.
petri dish? Okay.
Yeah, but it's gonna look like I'm using a vacuum.
Okay. So this is an important question. Do you have anything that would actually let you grab it like that without touching? You have, if not, you have touched it.
I do have
Mechanic.
prestidigitation.
That would not help that. Okay.
Well, the other thing I have is the ability to just teleport it into the petri dish with it having it make a save with vortex warp.
I mean, but in this case, you're grabbing it. So, as you reach in and grab it, make me a Constitution saving throw. 16. Oh, as you grab it, in this case, the vacuum, you suck it up, and it just kind of goes into the vacuum, and then we watch as it kind of just pierces through the the vacuum's wall and into your body. As in this case, it just vanishes as it entered.
That's a bad
Ain't good.
sign.
You want to detect magic me? See if I'm affected with something weirder than usual.
It's been less than 10 minutes. Yours is still active, I would say, Mage.
I don't think I had to cast the spell to know you're infected with something.
Also, I think enhanced ability actually lasts its concentration too.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think this is a curse or something I should kill with more annoying symptoms?
Well, it seems like you're the one always getting sick or cursed or whatever, so we'll find out.
The risk of being curious.
But we know it's something to watch out for now.
All
By the way,
right.
was there a body attached to that arm, or was it just an arm?
And unless you wanted to, like the arm, there's a lot of heavier rubble. So if you guys want to try to list some heavier rubble to investigate further, you could. But on the simple stuff to move, you didn't really notice anything. But it wasn't much further than where that arm.
There wasn't any clothes or anything left over?
There was no. I mean, it's depending on how long it's been. They could have just deteriorated. You would probably assume.
Alright. I guess we could just move to the next area then.
Yep. If I start acting weird, feel free to stab me and revive me.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And I mean like acting abnormally weird, not flight weird.
Make a note here for no reason whatsoever.
Flight turns evil. Flight turns technically good.
Flight turns evil. There was no change.
Capitalism knows no alignment.
Nobody noticed anything.
Okay.
That one Sith that wasn't evil.
So in front of you, Shaseth, there is that iron portcullis, that gate that seems to like rise up that is blocking any further entrance past.
Is it pristine or rusted or what?
It seems to be in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of rust here, a couple thousand years potentially of, sitting there looking all pretty. It's going to have a little bit of rust.
There's no mechanism I can see?
Give me a perception check. What is your passive perception? Yes.
22.
22. Yeah, I think you would probably see as you're kind of looking around. The problem that you notice is that the mechanism is partially broken because it was hit by the rubble on this far side.
Hey, Flight, this looks like a job for you.
Mechanism?
Yes, mechanism.
All right, hopefully it goes better than whatever that thing I just tried to use my vacuum on.
Yep.
Because today is not my day.
So this would be a Tinkerer's Tools check if you're trying to repair it or anything like that.
I'm going to use my Smith tools here since I still haven't put the Tinker's tools in the box. Yeah, today's not my day.
I don't think. So you're using
It didn't
Smith
even
tools
add
for
everything.
So yeah, he tries. This thing is way beyond repair.
It didn't add everything. It's supposed to be a 17 because I get a plus 15.
Okay. Even so, this is still far beyond that kind of repair needed. For this kind of check. It's broken into pieces, and trying to fix it that way is not gonna happen.
I look at it as like, the better way to do it?
Lift check.
Well, I was going to say we should all just like kick it, but all right.
Why kick it when you can lift it? Swell gains, bro.
I don't have gains. I'm cheating.
Gerathor. Time for the triple lift again.
Waste. I'll put my weapon away this time.
Everybody make me, those who are lifting it, give me an athletics check.
21, 24, and 25.
You
No, I
all
put some effort in.
2% of my power.
Oh, I got a phone call. Hang on.
Okay. So as you all walk up to it, grab it, and you slowly push it up and lift it up high enough. As you push hard, you slam it up into the ceiling as high as you can, and it feels like it locks in place.
Spam call.
Nice. So the portcullis is up and now seems to be stuck or locked up above. As you let your hands go a little bit of tension, it does not fall.
Right. I am.
All right.
And
Oh, we have 2 more
as
paths.
yeah, as you the amount of noise you just made, you begin to hear scratching and growls and blood curdling just noises coming from either side.
Great. More zombies.
As we're going to roll for initiative. You
We have enough to upgrade someone's weapon to very rare.
Uh-huh.
That's
Right.
the hope.
We have 18 Dragonite.
Hmm.
So go ahead and add your guys to the combat tracker. And I will reveal the creatures.
There is no active in combat.
Really? Oh, they have. There we go. Now you have.
Yeah, I rolled good.
I did not. Today's the day flight dies.
That happened sometime. Oh,
Large? It's now small because I.
Okay. Had a crash on the player for Twitch.
It happens.
mm-hmm. It's good for me.
Let's go and roll some HP here for these suckers.
Those look scary.
I'm looking at this like, what is this? What, are we playing Dungeons and Dragons?
So, here's warning. They are scary.
Bone
Oh,
claw.
are they spooky?
Boom. And they rolled well.
Oh, bone
no.
claws.
I have everybody's here. Begin combat. All right. So we hear the scratching and the grating along the area. Let's get some battle music going because I'm tired of being quiet. Music.
It was ambient.
Yes. Keizu theme the entire time.
Best theme.
I did that to the other group. I'm like, there's been no music because you've been listening to its theme song the entire time.
The funny thing is, Flight has like the cosmetic part where he can change the music around depending on how he feels.
That's funny. All right. So, the one on the left is going to go first. I should probably pop out the initiative for the stream. Nope. It is the one on, yeah. So, just walking along the side. Oop. Walks up right to you, Shaseth, as you see this thing. It is going to attack. Making 2 piercing claw attacks. 1. Natural
Yes.
1. And
Fails.
15. That was actually really
Fail.
bad. So, yeah, comes up twice. Missing both of them. It is going to hit on its turn. So, next one comes up. Starts walking forwards. I'll just use this time. Boop. Boop. 25 feet. Comes walking, sees you, Gerathor. And it is going to... I have some other ability here that I realized. What's this do? Well, that's cool. Got here in a second. Oh, there's still light going on now, correct? Who has the light on them?
I have the light.
That's good. Good to know. That actually changes something on this thing, so we can't do that. Nice. Conveniently, you weakened these things by doing that. Right, I'm gonna make my 2 attacks against Gerathor. Here's 1. Man, I am horrible. What is going on? Nothing happens. All right.
Light.
If I can't do well, you can't do well.
That was their turn. Rough. All right, Shaseth, you are up.
Bonus action: drink greater potion of healing. I believe we still have that healing thing where I get 5d4 plus 1 for it.
Correct,
You get
so
one
you still do,
extra,
yes. You get
one extra die.
It's 8d4 plus 8. Yes. Right?
Yep.
Greater is 8d4? Or is it 4
It's 44.
44.
So you'll be doing 5d4 plus 4.
14.
Okay. You heal 14.
Yeah. And then I charge smack it.
Okay.
Let me turn on my effects. So I have to do that first. Great sword. Attack. Advantage. 28.
28 hit.
Right. Damage. 88 damage.
All right. You need to add some of that's necrotic, correct?
Some of it. Looks like okay. 5 plus 9. So 14.
14 back. I'm just gonna do minus 88 and then I'll add.
Far too many things have been immune to necrotic as of late.
We're in undead territory. It happens.
We're in the high end. Even though this is, an undead thing. All right, so it is looking slightly bloody from that attack.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll move. I can't really move up a square, can I?
No, that's you could like hug the wall, which would be awkward.
I'll stay right where I am. Can Flight hit where he is? He's not melee anyway.
No,
Doesn't
Flight
matter.
would have to move around the corner, but yeah, Flight is not attack of opportunity range, so goes to the wall.
I'll end my turn there.
All right.
Press the button. Press the button. Turn. Gerathor.
Okay, well, I guess I just bash bone thing.
Okay.
I like that I can see our mouses moving around.
Panic. 29 hits. 3. Awesome. All right, Gerathor, that's first hit.
Yes, I just need to turn some things off from
Gotcha.
previous.
$27 hits. 26 more. All right, so you Gerathor come in 2 strikes. All right. Anything else for turn, Gerathor?
No, that'll be it. I'll just stay in the way
Okay.
of this one.
So as you move, you entering a space within 15 feet. Okay, no.
He was already in the same space.
Yeah, I felt like it's kind of a weird wording on that one, and I'm gonna assume that's when they actually enter into a space within 15 feet, not when you enter a space while within 15. All right. Gerathor's turn comes to a close as it is now Flight's turn. Flight, you can see the
All
one
right.
on your right. You cannot see the one on the left.
All right. Well, this one has cover, but it's the only one I can really reach.
You go between me and Gerathor.
Yeah, I can.
In that one, I am going to have the one on the left where you were in a space where it could not see you. Use its reaction to make an attack. Have I rolled above a 5?
It happens.
I'm gonna attack this one first.
Okay. 25 hits. For 13 damage. Okay, lightning.
And now it's
light.
now it's glowing.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot this one next.
That is a hit.
All right.
All right, for 12 damage. Okay.
All right. And both of them are glowing, and the next attack on them will have advantage.
All right, and then
Bonus action.
Go for it.
Mini orc will get a turn.
Go for it.
Mini orc will just fly over here.
Heck yeah, mini orc. Mage, you are up.
Can I see any of them from here?
You can see the one on the right. It has some cover a little bit because it's kind of got that corner wall.
But they are both glowing.
You ignore cover anyways, and they are glowing.
They give me off 5 feet of light.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay,
First
23
attack
hits.
is advantage.
16 and a 15. The 15 misses. 16 hits.
The first one gets an additional d6 lightning damage.
Okay.
I hate when it does that.
Wrong numbers.
No, I have to re-roll every single time.
It is weird. I guess
Those are for the 2.
Okay.
And I'll add a d6 to that.
The second one too?
Just the first one.
Yeah, the first one I did it.
Okay.
All right, and this one here.
And then it stops glowing, I believe.
I don't. I only see 2 damage right now. Where's the third
14.
damage?
Yeah,
20.
you said the
Oh right,
15
miss.
doesn't
Yeah,
hit.
Right. I'm not used to that, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so that one gets hit twice. Do you push it back into this wall? You could.
Nah, I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, now it's their turn once again. Stupid light. All right, so
Hang on.
it's going to attack you twice again, Shaseth. Maybe I'll
All
roll
right.
above a 5. Let's find out. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hits.
And then 25. So, okay, I got 2 hits.
Hits.
Holy shit. Is that accurate? Okay. That's accurate. 33 points of piercing. Sorry, to be more correct, it is
Why did
16 points of piercing and 13 necrotic.
I had 53, right?
I didn't see your health, so I don't know.
I had 53, then I took 14 healed. So that'll put me at 67. So I was at 67. At minus 33. So I should be at 34, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea
And you're
what these
grappled.
things do.
Good.
Did you roll really high?
I rolled a
This-
2, 5, 9, and a 4 and a 9.
Hmm.
It rolls a lot of dice. So that's one hit, and the second hit's still coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So the
Okay.
light doesn't actually fade away after the.
No, his light still stays.
No, the light I afflicted with them doesn't disappear.
Oh.
So they're just permanently glowing for 5 feet, 5 foot of light.
They provide their own light. Ah,
All right. So, and 22 for the second one. Shaseth, what you
There you
took. All right, and that's going to be the end of its turn. And I'm going to attack Gerathor twice for the second one. 20 and a 22.
Yep.
Both?
Yep.
34. You have necrotic resistance or no?
No.
Okay, so then it's just full straight damage for both of those hits.
70?
Yeah.
Yeah, 70.
You can always
Wow.
remember, you can always highlight over the damage and hit the minus damage button on it while selecting your character token.
Right, yeah, sure. No, just
It helps not have those accidental HP adjustments.
All right.
I've got it to whack this time.
That is its turn. Or their turns. Shaseth. So these bone claws they're being slowly whittled away by you as they just take their massively long claws. They extend out to about 3 or 4 feet and just grab you both and just slash at you twice with the other hand. You are both grappled, by the way. Okay, that is Shaseth's turn. And you're just-
Bonus action. Use my last adamant seed.
Okay.
AC boost +2.
Like never hitting fight with one of these things.
Light's perfectly okay with that. I'll be dead after the first shot.
Then I will swing twice.
Okay.
Rapid style.
You get advantage on the first one.
All right. Crit.
Crit.
I'm gonna smite it.
Okay. It is undead.
It's undead, more damage.
Yep. I'm gonna drop in a 3rd level smite. I'm running out of spells. So that'd be smite 4. No charge. It's probably immune to psychic, so I'm not gonna do that. Which means I have to roll the attack again quick. Then roll damage. Crit. There we go.
All right. So as you swing at that one, it grabs onto you. It's swiping back and forth, and you just raise your weapon, slash down, splitting this bone claw in half. It dies.
That was without a smite. Nice. Or that was without charge. Which is good. Alright.
Dead-er.
Your grapple is released as its claw slumps to the ground.
Right, let me reduce my spells here. I have 1 attack left. I can't get to it, I don't think.
I mean, this is just considered difficult terrain.
Oh, yeah, then I'll just smack the other one too.
Okay. It has a slight cover too, so it's gonna get a +2 AC for like the half cover, but otherwise it's fine.
Is this one also advantage?
No, that
no.
one was hit by Mage. 29
29.
hits though. 27.
And, oh, I just accidentally hurt myself.
How much does he get back?
27
Just
necrotic.
3?
Necrotic is just 3, yeah.
Okay, so 27. Add.
I lost what my hit points were. Okay, so I was at 64 or 67. That's 667. 67 minus 33.
Well, that's shot.
What was the name of the creepy old dude that was promoting communism? What was it?
Raxus.
Raxus. Okay.
My HP is messed up.
Go ahead. You work on that. We'll go to the next person's turn while you fix that.
Yeah.
All right, Gerathor. The bone claw in front of you has you grappled right now, slicing back and forth. On occasion, it's actually reaching past you towards Flight, just missing though because of his armor. Flight, you're getting little like slight slash marks on your armor. He's scratching it. That son of a bitch.
He's ruining the paint job.
He is. No, your American flag paint job, obviously.
How dare he?
As Gerathor, you must avenge Flight's paint job. It's your turn.
Yes. Quickly, before I continue to attack, I will say, why did Raxus leave you here? Clearly, this must have been... I know you understand this.
I don't think they understand it.
It's still just
Good.
at you.
Alright. Does anyone speak undead?
It speaks...
How would you know that unless you looked it up, you cheating son of a bitch?
Well, let's be fair.
that's
I think you've got the
question.
wrong stat block just saying.
Piercing Claw does amount of damage.
3d10 plus 4.
Right, plus 2d10 necrotic.
It doesn't have that on here.
Well, you're looking in the wrong spot, sir. It depends on...
CR do you have?
12.
Yeah, I have 12 as well. Two different sites have said the same thing for me, but it doesn't matter. But it also understands the language of its master.
Oh, I understand that. But...
Don't be metagaming.
yeah, I have to make another fucking monster manual to counter your ass.
Maybe.
The one
Just
that-
for these
it's,
things.
it's just called the one that Gerathor can't see.
I mean, it would also make sense to think of that, in my opinion. Because we're here because of him, right? Like, I was thinking of this in terms of, like, relevancy. Because it would make sense to Gerathor. Like, I wouldn't just meta that shit out of it. But regardless, I'll just hit it.
I mean, would you know undead stuff?
If he can relay
No,
that
I'm
information
thinking
to
of
me,
it
though,
like...
I can, like, if Gerathor legitimately had that idea, he could always ask me to talk to it.
You can if you want. I just thought of it to scream it out because my thought was, like, this is a trap left by the person that we're trying to figure out more about. I don't know if it understands me. Out of game I do. In game I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Even in game, it wouldn't need to understand you as long as it can speak a language me and him can communicate.
Well, you've heard me say that. You can try if you want. I'm not thinking of that at the moment, and I won't consider that. But I'll still hit it.
27 is a hit. One, okay. It is looking fairly weak, but it is not.
No, that's 2 attack rolls.
I was about to say, I'm like trying to... like,
Yeah. I can't click the second one.
it's fine, because
Fuck's
as
sake.
you strike it, and then you're like, why are you here? Why did he leave you here? And then you stab it and just like slumps. As he just... the eyes, the glow in the eyes fade, it falls to the ground.
Pick it up. Where's Martha?
Where is he? As it slumps to the ground, lays there dead.
Oh
Anyone seen these things before?
no! I'm gonna use 30 points of laying hands on myself.
I'm gonna history check these things because I don't think Flight's ever may or may not have heard of them since archaeology.
Sure. Go ahead and take a quick look. I'm gonna make up lore.
I get advantage because the buff's still here. I am
History.
not rolling great today.
19. So what are you trying? You can ask one question.
All right. The relevant question probably is, what are these? Because that'd be the first, but probably the most important question.
Okay. Also to answer your question on the bone claws, if you in the Monsters of the Multiverse, it is plus 11 2d10 necrotic.
Yeah, the things I must be looking at are from Tome of Foes.
Yeah, so old version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy that they didn't change the CR, but give it an extra 2d10 of damage.
That much better.
It's like, what the fuck?
Honestly, these were a lot less deadly because of the light that Shaseth had, which is
Yeah,
the
the
funny
shadow
part.
jump.
I was like, you son of a bitch.
I was lucky.
And then I hit them so they were lighting up themselves.
It worked really well in your guys' favor on that one. Though they did what they were supposed to do, which was hurt you. emotionally and physically. So,
I cast Cure Wounds at level 5 on myself.
And I'm asking for information on these creatures since I don't know if Flight knows anything about them.
okay. So you would know, I guess the little bit of information you get on it, because it's more of a question about is that these creatures are typically some sort of humanoid that attempted in some way to become a lich and was not successful.
As Gerathor is like pondering over him, I look at them as like, well, Gerathor, this is what happens when people try to become a lich. And don't
A thing?
succeed.
Do you think that what's his name? I've already forgotten his name again.
Rex.
Completely in character. Was trying?
Was trying to become a lich. He
Yeah.
could very well just be a lich and using illusion magic to keep himself looking like normal, or maybe
It would
find a
make
new way to
sense.
be a lich. Because he was preaching that he wanted to have the world, everyone know information, so he could be some stupidly old person where he found and stumbled into this place and learned of it and became one.
I could always also use this spell if you guys think it would come in handy. I can cast it as a ritual. I've only ever used it once.
It
And
would
it's been well past the day.
We should use it more often.
We could wait 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Is it a concentration during that cast? 10 minutes?
No concentration.
Okay, I just want to make sure we weren't losing your fox cunning.
Thing.
If you guys want to spend
question.
10 minutes here to commune, that's fine with me.
Do you two want a short rest in 10 minutes?
It's an
That would
hour,
be nice.
isn't it?
Oh, it's catnap.
Catnap.
Oh no, you can
catnap.
do the. Yeah, might as well.
All right. Well, I won't get the benefit, but I can put you guys out for 10 minutes.
We should back up to
Why
the.
not? Wouldn't you? Why aren't you taking a short rest?
He can't
I
cast it on
can't-
himself.
Yeah, I can only do it on you guys.
That sucks. Whatever. Do that then.
As soon as I remember where I put it, is it first level spells?
Shaseth, roll me 2d10, please.
Uh-oh.
I actually don't see where my catnap is.
Thank you.
11 more of those bodies come out.
And the portcullis closes. It wasn't actually stuck. It was a trap. TPK, game over.
Teleport away.
Missy step.
Yeah, you watch the rest of the group die.
Well.
Okay.
Yep,
So,
teleport.
during this time where he is attempting to commune with a deity or divine proxy, do you guys check the other rooms those creatures were in? Do you go forward? What do you do?
Well, I think
Short rest.
Yeah.
They're gonna take. They're
Take
gonna get
catnaps.
catnap. This is their level spell. Why? Oh, it's because it's a Xanathar spell. It's not in the
It's a
thing yet.
10-minute short rest.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so 3 willing creatures that can't be me, sadly.
Let me roll can we roll hit dice?
Yep, it's still a short
You guys
rest.
get a short rest, yeah?
Okay.
I can't stop that.
I need that.
Damn.
It says 3 willing creature your choice, but I'm interpreting the spell as I can't cast it on myself.
Click the spell.
I
So
feel
can
like
see.
you should be able to.
I cannot target it in your thing since it is not in your thing because it doesn't have all Xanathar spells in it for some reason.
It should. Weird. I'll figure it out later, though.
It would seem
Uh,
crazy to not be able to do that on yourself.
You're a willing creature, so I can't see why not.
Oh, then I will put myself to sleep and get some hit dice back.
There's nothing that says you
Yeah,
can't.
there's a kind of a consensus that saying you can, because I think there's a lot of paladin spells that also don't say self, but people target themselves, like lay on hands, I think.
Yeah, because you are a willing creature within range.
I'm rolling god awful.
I approve of this.
Your hit dice are incorrect. It's only doing +1. Your con is definitely higher than a 12.
It is actually 12 right now.
Oh, really? I thought it wasn't. Oh,
It
no,
was
never
higher
mind.
when I had the amulet, but I don't have it right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You gave the amulet away.
Mhm.
Oh, roll better.
That's
Roll
not
better.
not gonna happen apparently.
There we go.
That was 1 max. The rest were 2s and 3s.
Yeah,
4s.
I know, it's great.
Yeah, no, I rolled like hot garbage.
Yeah.
That was my last 3rd level
Yeah,
spell
but
for you.
Shaseth has not finished his short rest yet. Like,
how do I end it?
I
Oh
don't-
no, I have 2 more.
Should
I
just
still have another
click the
2 3rd
end.
level spells.
I have no idea how
Good.
you end it.
I hit the little short rest button under my
Oh,
hit dice and
alright.
then rolled all my dice and then just clicked the accept button.
And I have fixed the catnap is finally installed.
I should be done.
Okay, well, I mean, you're fine then. Whatever, it's not you. I just want to make sure anything else you were supposed to get back, you got back.
Oh yeah, I don't get anything else back.
So we all suddenly to wake up a bit less groggy than usual. Oh wait, do we get an extra dice back from the food?
For the Song of Healing,
Yeah,
rest,
from
whatever.
Bard stuff.
Yeah, so I should definitely be full then.
Well, no, roll a d6.
For each?
No, for one. You get 1d6, that's it.
Yay.
3.
So,
Does the food also give us an extra dice?
no, that's not with, it's for like restorative item.
Consumables.
Or spells?
I remember if it was spells.
I'm looking it up. First, cooking, daily skills, health recovery items, add 1 extra die.
Okay,
Just
so
items.
items. Let's wake up just about as Mage is finishing his ritual.
Yep, mage or ritual, finish.
I assume Mage has the questions prepared.
Of course.
No.
No.
It's fine. The rest of your group was sleeping while you were trying to, figure this out. So it's on you, mage.
Let you guys dream up some of the questions.
That's not how this works.
I ask if these creatures that we fought are related in any way to what's his
Raxus.
face? Raxus.
One word answer. Countries. Yes.
Is there a way to kill Raxus here? I
No.
wonder aloud.
Is Raxus a lich?
Man. It's all about the wording, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Raxus
Well-
part of the living dead?
Well, if
Well,
it's if
I don't think that would matter if he's undead or not. He's
I mean, I'm
he's
just
still
curious.
the enemy.
well, if we
It's
know he's a
more
lich, we could just ask him if
just
phylactery's
tune.
here.
Yeah. Well, if we know what a phylactery is.
I have to assume we know what a lich is, so I can only assume like it's not that big of a leap between those.
I thought it's probably part of hunter like train to an extent.
See this creature? This is a lich. Screw these things.
Like a
Guessing-
legend, but worse.
I'm assuming this tomb is not just this, right? I'm assuming it goes deeper, but it's hard to tell. I have no-
It does go farther. It's more than just that.
Is there information here that is vital to Rex's demise?
Yes.
How many questions do you
Is-
get?
One more.
3.
No. Go ahead.
That's kind of obvious. I'm thinking,
Mage's patron
is
DM.
there an elder dragon guarding? No, is there an elder dragon within this tomb that is? No, is there an elder dragon in this tomb that is guarding that information?
No.
Maybe be more. I was gonna say maybe be more general because it might not be an elder dragon.
Oh, it's in terms of power. Everything else we can handle. If it was an elder dragon, that's pretty much what Mage would consider to be something worth like
As a
a
freebie,
danger.
and I ask it, how's Eris going to escape the situation?
And then the god goes away.
Situation unclear.
Those are the 3
Wow.
questions.
Okay.
I would
roll.
love this response was I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
I've got
Oh,
15.
I guess we have to continue on. Let's be hasty.
But since 2 bone claws walked out of a tomb, I walked down their tombs
Sure.
with mini orc here. It's like time to
I'm
go
in
loot the
void.
graves.
Why
I
am
will
I
go
over
the
here
other
in the
side.
shadows?
What we do in the shadows. I'll check to this side. Gerathor goes up. Split up, gang.
All right. It's a mystery. A deadly
And no way
one.
can this go wrong.
No, not at all. It's perfect. Portcullis closes, Mage stuck on the other side. Perfection. So as you go
The deadlifter
into
trio.
the rooms where these bone claws were located at, you see a top of a small, in one case, a broken epitaph. You see what looks to be like a broken jar, like ones you would see from, like a mummy embalming. You see them, 2 of them broken there. The area itself, the walls are scratched and torn and broken. The on the walls themselves as well, you see arms, the bones of arms once again hanging from what looks to be like chains on the wall. Just every about foot space apart, you see it. So in each area, you see probably about 4 on each wall.
Alright.
There's a
Is that
collection of
Manta Black stuff
bones
there?
on the ground that have been, at least the ones that have been trampled and destroyed.
Is more of that Manta Black stuff inside the bones?
Do you want to inspect?
Yes.
So you go, you pick up, you kind of look at one. You do see this Vanta Black, this void-like color. Although do you have light right now, Flight, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Mini orc has it on.
Gotcha. So yes, you do see that black void inside the middle of these bones. Small,
All right.
about pencil or so.
Grab my my petri dish again.
Mhm.
This time I'm just going to leave the bone with the thing in it inside the petri dish,
Okay.
and then put it back in the bag for later study.
Like a solid like bone. Not like it's like
Sure, but like it's just, if you got like a pinky bone, it's gonna be fine.
Let's say there's one. There's like,
Like if there's whole arms.
there's like 10 bodies basically. Yeah, it's gonna be somewhere. Or 10 bodies with 20 arms. There's definitely at least one. Okay. So as you're kind of going, you don't see any treasures. There's no weird vials of anything. At the most, there might be a couple maybe shattered, like old shattered glass bottles, but these things have been here for who knows how long. And there's not much left. And then Gerathor, as you're moving forward, is Mage with you, or Mage, are you staying behind? What's the plan?
Mage? You're
I think
muted.
he's muted.
Gerathor is the only one that doesn't have the borrowed or the enhanced ability, so I'll go with him.
So as you
Help
move
if I
forward,
can somehow.
So as you move forward, there is a tiny bit of light here from what looks to be a ancient chandelier about 20 or so feet up. That's just got magic is one of those like ever lit candles, but it's been here for who knows how long, and the magic is finally starting to fade. Obviously they're not ever lit; it's false advertising.
Can I give it some of my magic to reignite it?
Yeah, if you want to consume a spell slot to do that, you could do that. I would say, roll me a. Actually, I'll let you pick. You can pick which one you want to do. And depending on what it is, will depend on other things. But you can choose the spell slot you want to use.
I'll just give it first level.
Okay. So you put a first level into it. It begins to light up, and it lights up the whole area you guys are currently in, that little coaster area. It is not to the left of it or to the north, but just that center area is nicely well lit, bright light. And a little bit of dim light goes out for about another 30 or so feet to the left and to your north and to the south, actually, through the little bit of space. You're not sure how long it's going to last for, as it does flicker a little bit, but it's lit.
I'll join the group again.
Can I come back?
Well, in this case, this is like what happening the same time you guys were doing that little inspection. So I want to see if what Mage and Gerathor at least do right here.
Moving back.
So the area is lit, Gerathor. With the dim light, I mean, even in the darkness, you see completely to the left-hand side, strewn to every pillar, to every space in the wall, separated by inches, are bones on the ground scattered across it. There are arms still attached to these metal cufflinks, or cuffs, along the walls and pillars themselves on all sides. In some cases, there's other ones that are even above it that were hanging, it looks like, from their arms through the whole area.
Creepy. I'm gonna wait for everyone else, but maybe I'll just keep a lookout for anything that would be like just looking for maybe like hidden switches or something that looks like it's slightly out of place and trying to like someone put it there to like try and be inconspicuous or whatever, looking for.
Sure, give me a perception check. Are you just staying in this room where it's well lit right now because of Mage?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perception 20.
Okay. So as you're looking around for anything inconspicuous, sure. The one thing you do notice, you do see like the partially caved in wall to your right. It's not like something you can easily pass through unless you like moved all the people. But you can kind of see that there's a room over there. In addition to that, as you kind of you have a little bit of time with them, and you kind of like walk around the pillars, just inspecting them, hand on them, just feeling for anything weird, secretive. That's how you check stuff. And as you do feel one of the bricks kind of give way.
Success.
So, what
Gerathor finds trap.
do you open it? Do you press it in further? What do you do?
Is it pressing in or is it falling out?
It's kind of like, well, I mean, when your hand press it, kind of like turn to the side a little bit, so it's like angled slightly out and more in.
I will continue to make it move along its like in what it seems to be its intended path along the wall or spinning, whatever.
Yeah, so you push it. It's a single brick. So you push it and it turns it flat, and as you kind of grab it and you dislodge it from the pillar itself. Inside, you see it looks to be a little secret compartment, and there seems to be a little pouch inside.
I will get Mage to pull the pouch out with Mage Hand.
Mage, is that what you do?
He's muted.
He's mute.
We could probably assume he does, unless he's just bad at Gerathor for some reason.
Okay. Well, we're going to assume he does, and as Mage
He
hands.
said, "Yeah."
Okay, Mage hands it out. You find it's a little pouch. Looks like a money bag pouch. As best you can in like any other kind of game that you would play. Do you see what the contents are?
Yes, with Mage Hand.
So the Mage hand is going to drop it into your hand, whatever the contents
No,
are.
it's going to put it on the ground and open up the pouch because the Mage Hand is capable of doing that.
Okay.
Pretty
In
sure.
other words, we're never
Before-
touching anything here.
Opens it up and reaches inside. You see the bag. It's kind of funny because there's no hand. You just see like the Mage hand just inside of it, like moving around, and you start seeing like scrape outwards, and starts pulling. You hear a slight little rolling as out, as you see about 12 gold coins and a pearl.
With 100 gold.
I mean, you'd have to have a jeweler's kit to determine that.
Well,
This is when you
I
both
could-
show up.
so I was like, I heard the sound of money.
Okay.
Seems they found a pearl.
Well, if you give me an hour, I can make a jeweler's kit. I'm not proficient in it, but I can figure out how to use it.
I don't think we have an hour.
I mean, it was inside a little compartment in a wall. But it
You know,
seems
the
like
other
it might
best
have
way to
just
figure out
been-
if it's worth enough is just casting Identify.
We could try it.
Boom. Easy.
Yeah, but there's nothing to identify.
Well, there's this obviously Black Vanta thing in here that's in my arm. It also tells you what people are afflicted with.
I guess. If you want to do that, then.
Why not? Let's try it out.
Okay. So go ahead and
You want to ritual cast it, or could you ritual cast it?
I can ritual cast it.
I could just
Alright.
do. You just do it though. I don't know if we have to spend time here. Pretty ominous.
It is a first level spell, so if you want to spend this first level spell to do so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's do it. Let's expend a first level spell and hope it's good enough.
okay.
See if the pearl's worth enough.
Go into properties.
We'll give you the other pearls to be safe. We definitely have the owl's feather.
Well, the focus can replace the owl feather, right? It's just not the pearl.
So what are you touching?
That's what I was gonna
The-
ask. So,
If you use it, on me, then we can try to figure out if I'm affected with whatever that black thing that went in my arm is.
Object. He is not an object.
If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Sure. Okay. So he is affected by. I don't have a name for the spell, but you are affected by some type of spell, though.
Is it a
It does
curse?
not have a name. No.
the new magic, ancient civilization magic. That's very interesting.
And we learn what the spell is of any current. So we just don't have a name, but we know what it does.
You learn what spells any are affecting you. You know what the spell is that's affecting you. We'll make a name a bit. There's not. You don't learn anything about it. You just know that
Okay.
you're affected by a spell, in this case, some ancient spell that current magic doesn't have a.
With how many bones are on here? Is either something to preserve them because they're all like staying together.
They're hanging. I mean, a lot of them are on the ground. Like the actual bodies, the heads, and all that type of stuff are on the ground. It's mostly like on the you can see like the hanging, arm stuck to it, like caught weirdly in the cuff that they were chained to on the walls. But there are a lot in this room alone.
Well,
You guess 40 people.
As a man of science, I will say I'll leave myself infected with whatever the spell is a little bit longer, and see if there's any adverse effects, so we know what to worry about later with all this stuffing around. Every bone in here can be affected with it.
Guess let's keep moving. Let's find that piece of information that's needed.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think we skip the rooms. Keep going forward. If we don't find it, then we come back and do a more thorough look. But I say we just go this way.
All right.
Why can't I ping? Why can't I ping? Here we go.
Good. Okay. So as you begin, you enter into this room.
Oh, I thought it was going to be longer.
Nope, that's it.
I think
Right
I
there,
think
guys.
I think down is over here.
You made it. So as you enter into this room on all sides, which are obviously not in view on the actual screen, you see 4 coffins, stone coffins, once again on either side. At the end of this area, you see this same kind of altar-like statue. In front of it is a bowl to the top of some kind of post, and in it, from what you can see, is, I guess if you want to get closer to it, right now you guys are kind of, it's got a reddish hue because you do have light from Shaseth. And
I have an idea.
Gonna put the skull in it.
I was gonna put a bone in it, but yeah,
Put the skull in it.
I'd leave the skull in there.
okay, and the skull is from the one upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, you place the skull in there. It's not deep enough for the full skull to submerge in it, so it's kind of the skull, just the top of it is just kind of peeking out of it. Looking at it and the smell of it, it smells like blood as you get close to it. Like,
That's about right. I'm gonna take the bone I had the petri dish and put it in there as well.
okay, take the bone, drop it in, little splash. As you do, almost instantly, the blood turns to a black void.
As I see that, I take a syringe and take a sample of my blood.
So as you do that, or as you're like, that's when you start to hear the as the coffins on all sides are beginning to open.
Ah,
What do you guys do?
I slammed the back shut.
You trying to hold one down or keep one
I,
closed?
I just decide nope and just close it.
All right, give me an athletics check. And which one are you doing? Are you doing the top left, top right, bottom left, or bottom right?
The one I'm nearest. Well,
So,
the one I'm
top
nearest
left.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just opens up.
Gerathor, roll me a d4, please. Trying to determine. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna roll a dice here for this one. Okay.
Pull a full one piece. Just denied.
So you hold it and you start to close it, and you're holding it tight. As soon as you begin to let it go, though, it starts to open up again. So you grab onto it again. What are the rest of you doing? This is what Flight's doing, like this little initial part. Gerathor, what are you doing?
Stab into the bottom one. That's opening.
Nice.
In the gap.
Preemptive strikes.
All right,
stabbing sounds good.
it's gonna be a stab at disadvantage for both of you.
Charge stab. I'll do it irregular. Need your
Only a 27 on your lowest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I assume this is initiative.
Uh,
Technically,
I mean, this is kind of a first round, then we'll roll in.
right? I will roll at normal because I'm charging. 17.
Okay. And
Does that hit?
which one are you guys at? So we have flight on this one over here. So flight is literally on top of it. Jonathan, you're on that one. Gerathor, which one? You're in the bottom left or bottom right?
Left.
Okay. Go move yourself over to the same position as flight. And then Mage, are you where you at? Or what do you do?
So just stand in the back, right?
Okay.
And just ready. I'm gonna ready another spell.
You have arcane
Ready.
lock.
Ready. No, I don't. Ready
Tell me
ray of
first.
frost
Okay. So
on the. Yeah.
Okay. So the one on the right opens up with no issue whatsoever. You hear the groans from the two that are stabbed by Shaseth and Gerathor as they both hit.
Damage. Of which
Oh,
15 is necrotic.
ugh, mummies.
Mummies.
Well, me or my
How much is necrotic?
15.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he's gonna live. Okay. And obviously there's one underneath flight trapped inside.
He can stay there.
Let's look it over, please. On my screen, it's flight. It's not on the stream. Okay, and damage takes the oh. So as they climb out, the two mummies next to Gerathor and Shaseth, I need to minus this one off of the Gerathor did to it. So the two climb out are fairly simple mummies. They have on looks to be like tattered, almost like priest-like clothing, mostly like kind of a simple robe. The one on the right that steps out has on a pharaoh-like hat. It has on its entire body is covered in golden robes. It is about the exact same size as the rest of them. It is much more regal. We're going to roll for it.
So the zoomed in one is different?
Correct.
Right.
So a new initiative tracker has been started. You guys can add yourselves to the initiative order.
Mummy Lord. Oh my.
Ugh. I hope that's the one I sealed.
Nope.
It was not.
Darn it.
I had Gerathor roll a d4 to determine which one it was in. I started with top right as 1, 2 down, 3 left, and then 4 up.
I'm
Do I
super sad.
do I roll my spell?
As they kind of reveal, yes. Rolled horrible.
Or even hit? Yeah.
I can't imagine that things exactly have great dexterity.
They're the most dexterous things ever.
Well, if they're the most dexterous thing ever, I think Shaseth and Gerathor are in trouble.
Okay, yeah. Gerathor, that does hit. 20.
And it's missing this one.
And that's the one on the right, correct? The one that just came out? The only one alone?
Yes.
Oh, I want to make sure I was correct. Okay. All right. See if they'll be able to do anything or not, or if this battle's going to end quickly. In combat, flight. You're currently holding on to the preventing this one from coming out.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that.
You can attack the range.
I'm gonna have.
I mean, he's using
I
an
can't
action
do
to keep
that.
it closed.
Oh.
That's fine. I'm gonna use my bonus action. I have mini orc fairy fire the two over here.
Okay. So there's no way to put it like off the screen though, because like literally this is the edge of the map. So you'd hit a lot of people with that fairy fire.
That's right. Well, Mini Orc will just fire at the Mummy Lord then.
Okay.
He'll move over here so he's less likely to be attacked. Oh, that's right. I still don't have his weapon on here for some reason. So he's just using him as attack. It's only a D10. Okay. D20 plus.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. I missed it.
That's wrong. Wrong.
Ooh.
I put an at instead of a plus. 16 to hit.
16
Lord.
to hit is a. It's a miss.
All right, he does not hit the Mummy Lord.
Roll these
All
things.
right, my turn is over.
All right. Let me pull out this here. So before Gerathor's turn, it is lair action time.
Oh.
Oh. Not that one. Okay. So as 20 hits, the area, the feeling in the air changes. It doesn't get extremely warm. It doesn't, like, you're not burning on fire, nothing like that. Nothing initially happens right now, but there's a change in the atmosphere. There's almost a magical surge of electricity through it. That's all you know. It's now Gerathor's turn. Okay. 26, 32. And then, so as Gerathor takes his 2 strikes into it after it already was punctured from the first hit as it was climbing out, that mummy falls. Unless it has undead fortitude, that's fine. It does not. Wait, that's the wrong one. It does not. So that is going to be it. That mummy falls back into its sarcophagus as it slowly begins to close automatically.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna move to here to be in range of the 2.
Cool. Alright, then it is going to be Mage's turn when Gerathor hits that end turn button.
Yeah.
The one on the left side, bottom left, is
Yeah.
dealt with.
Correct. Yeah, I'll mark the death.
Good places, but-
Mine is almost dead.
Okay, then I'll aim at yours. And
What are you doing?
I'll just Eldritch Blast it.
So as you get ready to cast your Eldritch Blast, your stomach begins to hurt. You are racked with pain. Do you choose to continue casting the spell?
Yeah, I need to see the consequence of this.
Okay. Make me a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay. The spell goes off without a hitch. And you're attacking which one? The Lord.
No, the one I
Oh,
weakened.
gotcha. Okay. So
I'm just gonna roll one at a time since I have to
yeah,
constantly.
might as well. All right, so that is still alive from 7.
That's just roll ones.
Yeah, 2 ones.
Almost. This is annoying.
See, it's weird because I don't actually have that problem. I'm able to roll damage constant in the same one. 13, as you shoot it the second time, that mummy falls.
That was the attack roll.
Oh, roll. Okay, well, 13, that's still a hit, I'm pretty sure. It's still a hit. That mummy falls. It's
17 points damage. Do you have one more attack?
Yeah, and the third one towards the one that I shot originally.
Okay.
Back against the wall.
Boy, next level we get 4 beams of Eldritch Blast.
All right.
And I end my turn.
Oh. It is now Shaseth's turn because the one is dead.
Yeah. Taking him out of initiative. Alright, I step down. I wind up for a strike. I turn on my bonuses. Great sword.
This is a good day to be Shaseth. All the undead
That
around here.
hits. This is definitely a paladin-friendly tomb.
Hmm.
I don't really have enough spells to smite willy-nilly.
I vote you smite willy-nilly. I'm just saying.
38?
How much of it is necrotic? Let's take a look.
3.
Plus an extra 3, right?
7 total.
Plus 7. The
That was with the extra damage to undead.
No, I was not smiting.
Oh, never mind.
No, all right. So with that, anything else for your turn, Sean?
That should be it.
Okay. The Lord is actually looking quite hurt. It's. Oh, it has legendary. But it can't use them. Dang it! All right. So on its turn, it is going to. Make a. It's going to use its multi attack, so it's going to use its dreadful glare. I almost said glaze, which is completely different.
It's a baker all along.
Yeah, it was the baker for Rax way back then. So I'm going to target Gerathor. Gerathor, Gerathor. Gerathor's good. Make me a wisdom saving throw. You were within 10 feet of Shaseth.
Are you immune to fear when the Shaseth being high enough level paladin?
I didn't know if it affected him for that or if it was just the bonus.
The bonus is for sure. Let me check. Where is it?
I think that's one of the few things Gerathor can actually be like done too.
Within 10 feet, creatures can't be frightened. So you get a bonus and fear immunity.
Gerathor, you're
So
immune
Gerathor
to-
just gets glared at.
Yeah, dreadful glare. I just squint my eyes at you. It moves.
Squint back.
And then I'm gonna make my 2 attack. I'm gonna attack Shaseth first.
Oh no,
Ooh.
22.
that hits.
I'm going to.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a lot of
Ow.
necrotic damage. Holy crap! I rolled really well.
23. I
Okay,
think I made this.
you succeed on that. Yeah. Okay, that is all that happens. You take that damage. I'm gonna take an attack against Gerathor. 19.
Yes, just.
Yeah. Or 33 total. If you need necrotic damage, you have resistance. I can give you that number.
No, I don't have any necrotic.
And you are also unaffected. Okay, that is going to be its turn.
It still says Shaseth's turn.
Wow, Shaseth failed me and didn't hit end turn. Wow, I have to do it myself. All right, Mummy's turn. It's going to try to break free from outside of flight. Opposed athletics, please.
Some white chocolate honeycomb ice cream.
You're ready to go. Oh, I have a chance. There's a chance, everybody. It's a tie.
Defend disadvantage. I'm pretty sure it's defend disadvantage. Or we roll again.
I feel like it's a roll again because like I can't remember what we.
Oh, I'm
usually
okay
do.
with that.
Yeah, it's a roll again. I know there's like a little chance of hell I'm going to get it. I got this. Natural 20. Here we come. Boom.
You stay in there. You're not coming out.
That's its turn.
You can just stay there.
Fight.
Continue to make this mummy's life a miserable place. And then I'll have my bonus action from Mini Orc to fire at it again.
Cool.
Not a d20 at that, thank you. Does an 18 hit it?
It does. Pretty sure.
Woo!
Yes.
Mini Orc does a whopping 9 force damage.
Nice.
Turns over.
All right, Gerathor. This thing punched you.
Alright. It did punch me. I'm gonna hit it back. 28.
Does
30.
30. As you stab into it, you just rip up through its head, splitting the mummy in half. And it's kind of like from both sides, kind of wobbling back and forth before it falls backwards. As that mummy goes down.
Just kick it back into the sarcophagus. And then I'm going to move over to here. Can I hold the second attack of my attack action?
No.
Damn.
It's gonna wake up and you just get shanked.
Okay. It's Mage's turn then. Blinker hits the button.
So I can't see him inside.
He's currently trapped inside, yeah.
There's no like holes in the stone where I can see
No.
inside. Oh, I don't have that. I'm gonna mold earth and seal it shut.
It works on loose dirt. You need stone shape or something like that to do what you want to do. That would be funny though.
I don't have anything like that.
I have stone shape. That's a 4th level spell slot.
Worth it.
All right.
I guess really I'll just hold. I figure we're all gonna attack it at once or something.
Okay.
And I still gotta find out what the magic thing does. Actually, I'll just do that.
Actually, that's an important question. Huh?
I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights. No, that requires concentration. Whatever. I'll just cast Mold Earth on the ground somewhere, right? It doesn't. Too relevant.
Okay.
Why don't you just hold a spell to when it is visible?
Well, I'm purposely trying to see what the effect of whatever's happening here.
So you
Like,
mold
yeah.
earth, a little bit of the dust, because most of it's stone, so it can't be moved. But the little bit of dust that's on the ground kind of changes and shifts. No effect change. Nothing happens. You don't have to make a save. Nothing.
Okay. That was my turn.
Shaseth.
Yes.
Boom.
So there's a little tiny crack, right?
He's trying to force his way out, but not really. He's kind of like Flight's got it basically pinned in. It ain't moving.
Is the crack too small for a greatsword?
Oh yeah.
All right. Firebolt. Move up there. Just start blasting
What
firebolt.
you're firebolting the stone coffin?
Well, no, you said there's a crack in there, right?
No.
That he's hitting it through?
No, he's not hitting it all. He's literally keeping it pinned in.
I mean, Mini Arc is hitting it.
No, he was hitting the mummy lord,
Oh, I see.
and nothing's hit
Well,
this thing yet.
I can still heat up the stone coffin. Burn it from within. Make it to a Dutch oven, you know?
Okay, so you're just firebolting it to warm it up, make him comfortable.
Sure. Yeah. And then it'll be uncomfortable soon. And very hot.
Okay. So then it is the mummy's turn. Going to try to break free again. Get wrecked. Yeah! My +3.
It finally breaks out. It's like, I'm free. And then you see Gerathor, Shaseth, and Mage. It's like, oh.
Yeah, so it pushes it off. Flight gets sent to the side. Flight, make me an acrobatics check. Let's see if you.
I
land on
will
your
choose
feet.
to use my boots to just fly in the air.
Be funny if it just closes the coffin.
How tall is the ceiling in here?
15 feet.
Okay, well, I'll just get pushed up to the ceiling while he's like, aha, I'm free. Oh.
That's not how it works. Make me acrobatics either way still, and then we'll see if you're able to level off.
Okay.
Because you were on it to keep it off. Yep, no problem. Just want to make sure. As it gets up, it stands.
I
That's
take
its
the
turn.
with me.
Since its action was to push him off. Flight.
All right. So I tossed the lid out of my way and then started shooting lightning from above.
Okay.
Like, oh no, what a terrible thing to do. And then start blasting.
18's a hit.
For
Advantage on
15
this.
points.
Yep.
Now advantage on this one.
That hits.
Doing an additional 1d6 damage.
Okay. It's looking a little bloody. Yeah.
And then the next person gets advantage on the attack. So I'll use my... I'll not do anything.
Okay. And it is Gerathor's turn. Advantage. That hits barely. That is enough to finish it off with the first hit. And for good measure, Gerathor stabs it again. This is very
Always no tap.
gesture music
Close.
works really well for this type of fight.
Float back down to the ground. It's like, well, that happened.
This is what happens when we mess with evil rituals.
Does the aura still linger afterwards, or is it gone?
It's gone. It dissipated on the initiative 20. So that's why it didn't affect you.
Okay.
And
So I take a look at the bowl.
yeah, it's pure black. Like looking into nothing. If you stared at it, if you feel like if you stared at it for long enough, you would literally go insane.
I've been
Staring
staring
back
at
at you.
easing me into that. So I'm looking at that. It's like, well, I don't know what to do with this. And if that's if it turned whatever that blood color stuff black, what based on just throwing the boat in there, I'm kind of terrified what's in beside my. By the way, what's the sample of my blood look like?
You didn't really have a chance to do that before, so at this point, this is when you inject the needle and give me a medicine check. Let's see if you hit a
Alrighty.
vein or not.
Making sure I have proficiency in medicine. I don't have my medical tools. Okay, well, medicine check. Here we go.
There is no medicine tools.
I roll a 4.
Okay. So
Stab yourself.
Went straight to the arm.
you take 1 piercing damage.
Ow.
It takes just like a minute or so, but you find a vein. Like you finally get one big enough to like easy, and you're still able to do it. It's just how quickly and how it's probably not really that easy to do that. I mean, I guess never mind. We're
Hard to do
we're
to
stopping this
defenders.
conversation right here as we're just going back into the game. So, as you are able to pull a little vial and you pull out that same black void.
So I know there's an analogy here somewhere about capitalism, but I just can't see it.
Gonna lift the bowl off of its pedestal and see if something happens.
No, lift it up. I mean, it sloshes a little bit, but not enough for it to like spill out or anything like that. It happens.
Put it in the bag.
I kind of just want to tip it on the ground and see if something's hidden in it.
Why not?
I'm gonna tip it into the corner over here. I can't paint there.
Okay, so you carefully walk it over there and start to pour. And as you do, it doesn't puddle. It just sinks down into the ground through the solid stone, just passing through it with no issue whatsoever. And the skull pops out that you guys had inside of there. Its eyes are now sockets inside are just pure black. And you watch as the skull cracks. There's a crack that forms in the skull. In flight, you take 15 points of damage. You lose 15 hit points. It's not a damage side. You just lose 15 hit points. Not maximum, just lose 15.
Okay. I just kind of sit there, like, ow.
What were the
Okay, that was
effects of the
weird.
spell you're under?
No idea. Don't even know what it is. Don't know what it's named. We know what it's named, but we don't know it as of now.
Yeah, we don't have an actual name for it. Never had to think of a name.
I'm one of the bloods called Blood Light. No real information about it. Unless I would like to try history check. Maybe I heard something about it a long time ago.
Go for it. It's gonna be practically impossible, but there's always that chance.
35.
Does the advantage still count right now? Has it been the hour?
It has not
No.
been now. You guys have only been here for a little
Okay.
bit.
Then I rolled only a slightly better roll.
You have never heard of this before.
Yeah, no, I had nothing on it. But wait, I pull out that tablet of information I had from the old the other place that we went to of old ancient civilization. Maybe they have something in this.
Okay. So you pull out the tablet. You can give me you can give me one more check. You're trying it with something new.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything in this thing.
23. No, there's no information on anything like this.
Yeah, nope, nothing. The only thing about here about how to craft recipes and how to make soup.
Just as you are all talking, you are, kind of just like looking around with kind of conversation, just trying to, like, what can we, and that is when you see, from between one of the cracks in the stone, a little black tendril starts to form upwards, and it's coming towards Mage right now.
Firebolt it. I say, Mage, look out behind you.
Firebolt passes through it.
No
Mage-
reaction?
No, it literally just passes through. Mage, do you like dodge it? What do you do?
Mage would actually just let it happen.
Okay. So you said, Mage,
Can't
watch
better-
out. Mage is like, fuck that shit. I ain't moving for nothing. And then
So I have to fight the frenzy.
yeah, Mage he hears you and he's like, no. And you watch as one of these little tendrils touches it literally passes through your boot, touches your skin, and then nothing.
Whatever the stuff is, it only affects organic material.
It could also exist on two separate planes.
This might be something we need the help of one of those religious places back in the cities.
It's not
Well,
a
since
curse.
it could be a curse. It says we're affected with a spell from the identify.
Know if the spell is a curse, right?
I would assume so. I mean, there's technically no curses that are spells, but there are spells that can cause curses.
So, knowing that because that exists, we're wondering if you might be able to cure it with your lay on hands if you have enough points left.
I have 5 points left.
Is that
That
enough for a
cures
cures?
I can't cure curses, I don't think yet.
Yeah, it might just be left up to. Well, only one of us has cure curse, I think, right? Remove
Yeah,
curse?
it's me.
Well, you can test subject yourself if you like, and then we check the rest of the place out, and then if we can't find anything, head back to Rewix or the Norman to go get our ship, whichever.
What the hell's all these spells? Cure wounds. Where is it?
You know what?
So-
I'm gonna divine sense, so I know the location of any undead, celestial, or fiend within 60 feet of me.
Okay. So you know.
Also try this on myself.
See, what's my 60-foot room? Would you be in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
Are optimally positioned. Oh, it's not remove curse was quite strong.
Yeah.
It says remove all curses.
So there are certain curses that say it does not work with remove curse.
Any like greater restoration, stuff like that.
So you detect there is a undead in this.
I detect one more undead.
Is it worth the encounter?
Should check.
It might be what's concealing what we're looking for. If it's a singular entity. There's nothing
And
in
they're-
here unless someone wants to check the Mummy Lord. That'd be the only assumption. The other ones are not.
I'll
Not
check
gonna be
the
worth
Lord.
it.
I'll help you because archaeology is now tomb robbing.
I'll let Flight check the undead.
Okay.
Are
I'm
you
very
a
curious.
proficient investigation?
I am not.
All right.
Okay, so you're checking through and rummaging through the dead. There is nothing on these Mummy Lords themselves, though inside the Lord's coffin, you do find
As we're going through, I'm like, there's a distinct lack of monster carvings or parts anywhere in this tomb. It's just full of people.
Weird.
I mean, these are supposedly ancient. The ancients, right?
I mean,
Sure, but
that's
how ancient? We're talking like primitive ancients, or are we like talking like ancient civilization where they had high tech things?
Ancient
Like-
enough to know. I mean, this stone is clearly carved and well beyond what we know how.
Is this
And
before
we're
the
affected by a
ancient
magic that has no name, despite us knowing it. We can safely assume whatever this is ancient.
Yeah, and whatever. It's ancient enough too. Like, cause I don't know how you make mummies, but like we had ran into two people who try to be liches. Someone definitely collected them and brought them here. There's also gonna be some kind of just death cult ziggurat.
So you find inside of it, you find 3 black pearls. You just want to write this down because there's a few different.
All right.
Right.
Put it in misc.
I'll just put it. You guys can have the values. You find 3 black pearls. You find 1 diamond, 4 blue spinel, peridot, and a topaz, all with amount of value. You
sweet.
also find a spell scroll and some
Alright.
kind of potion that has kind of a swirling, almost like cloud to it.
Spell scroll.
Yeah, I hand the spell
I-
scroll over to Mage since he'll look over it better.
I actually have no idea if he has the spell or not already, or if it's even one he can get, but it's what it rolled. If you want to spend time to, I don't know how long it takes for you to decipher spells.
2 minutes. Scroll of the scribes because it was.
I mean, I knew it wasn't long. I just wasn't sure exactly how long. All right, so you spend 2 minutes, going over it real fast during this. It is a spell scroll of banishment.
I do not have that spell.
That is a good spell. And then I look at the potion.
I mean, you'd have to identify the potion. So
I
alchemy
can't
tools
identify.
or identify spell. Okay, it is a potion of mind reading.
Why would this be in the tomb of a Mummy Lord? Unless the Mummy Lord played to drink and read our minds.
Who knows?
I mean, it also had a bunch of gems in there.
Yeah, I wanted to try to talk to it, but
It
didn't
got
sound
dead
like it was
pretty
gonna be
quickly.
possible.
Anybody got to speak with dead?
How much would I know about ancient
Oh, there's
like
one more
rituals
undead.
and whatnot in terms of post-mortem rituals?
There is one more
I rolled
undead.
a 14.
Try to
I
talk
don't think
to
you
it.
would know much.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I tried to roll better.
All
Let's
right.
just go deal with the last undead, so there's nothing else here.
All right. I'll actually go grapple the guy, dude, this time so that we can try to interrogate dead.
It
I
was
doubt that's gonna
over
work.
here.
You're right.
You never know. We deal with giant monsters. Maybe there'll be actually some. I can't move myself. I have a mummy on top of me.
You're stuck there forever inside of it.
No, Flight the Mummy Lord.
Did we check what was in that hole on the left side?
I don't think so.
No.
No, he did not.
We'll do it next.
Hey, Mage, you
All
going
right.
with the group, or are you staying back there?
Yes. I'm sorry.
So, as you all go walking this way, we're gonna go kill the undead. You come walking into this area as you start standing up. Inside of this room is an extremely large
Oh,
skeleton. Huge, as it is now standing up and looking at you. In its hand, you see a large greatsword as it stares at all of you.
don't suppose you speak, do you?
I speak to it telepathically. We do not come here to rob you. Only for questions.
Hey, we don't come here to tell rob you, and you just watch as the sword's like swinging down, like smashes down into the middle of like the doorway, breaking open a section of.
That's still too small for it to get through.
No, you can squeeze through.
Hmm.
Now a 10-foot wide space. Starts to get ready to lumber towards you. It does not seem to be responding to you, Mage, whatsoever.
Doesn't respond, there's no point. Telepathy works as long as the creature knows at least one language.
Which it does.
So if he's choosing not to respond or doesn't know, then it might as well be a drone. In that case, can I just cast heat metal?
Was it wearing metal?
I mean, I'm assuming he has the giant armor, right?
Let's find out. But we're gonna roll initiative either way, so it's gonna be a initiative.
Metal is mean. Storm giant skeleton.
When did we go
Actually-
from boss fighter to an actual generic D&D?
You know, you were bound to have it happen at some point in time in this game. It only took 16 levels. It does not actually wear metal up here or armor.
Is that sword metal?
I mean, the sword is metal. Yes, it's
Good
Yeah,
enough.
but it doesn't have flesh, so it probably will just not let go.
Yeah, but it'll still
Uh,
take damage.
Yeah, let me see what it says. Consume spell slot.
Yeah, it's not like if it's undead, it doesn't do anything to it. But yeah, no, it's well, actually, it's armor scrap. So I would say it has some little bits of armor.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast a spell. It doesn't care if it's undead or not.
Yeah.
Increases by 1d8 for every level up a second.
And I'm gonna change it to cold damage because
Mm-hmm. Okay.
yeah. So so it
Roll
will work whenever it's my
initiative.
turn.
Boom, put that there. Let's go ahead and start combat. Pull it out. Boom.
Always last.
Be good. All right.
So, giant being giants, I'm like, well, screw you too.
A hit.
And I was lit up.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, and he takes no damage from it, actually.
Oh, well, he's still light up. That's all that matters. So once I realized I don't do any damage to him, I'm like, well, that sucks. Is there anything above him?
It's a ceiling. Roughly, it's all about 15, so it's like at the ceiling.
Okay, well, I will just,
Oddly appropriate for a storm giant.
yes.
Right?
I will move my bonus action and I'll command Mini Orc to Fairy Fire him since he's definitely big enough in the room.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And nothing. Right, dexterity save. That's a fail.
That is a fail. And I will end my turn there.
I wonder if I do this. Well, like, I was curious if I would put it on there. Didn't. Good.
Yeah, it doesn't want to put it on Mini Orc for some reason. So I'll just leave it on me and I'll move it to Mini Orc when I can.
Fine. Okay. So it is fairy fired.
It makes it Mage's turn. What color is my? What color is the giant?
Right.
All right.
Okay.
let's actually expend the spell slot.
Is a giant considered a person?
It's undead, but yeah, technically it was a humanoid at one point. I would consider it's humanoid-esque.
I'm wondering now, dude.
I wonder if it would fall off of a whole person.
I mean, this is not a person anymore, so it doesn't make a difference.
Ah.
It is an undead. This whole person is humanoid.
So giants as a species just count as giant, not humanoid.
Correct.
Alright.
I'm gonna cast it on its armor bits.
You cast it on its armor scraps, so it cannot do it, so it takes damage. You said you're changing it to cold.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to roll an yeah, it's gonna be that. I have to roll the own formula because it won't work. So it's gonna be I don't have this one edited.
Whenever we find this Raxus guy, we're gonna stab him a lot because of all the undead he threw at us.
So 23. So as the frost begins to seep and burn into this storm giant, he is resistant to it, so he takes half damage.
He doesn't. It doesn't matter. I have the feat, and I
You
chose
bypass?
cold, so I ignore resistance to cold
Nice.
damage.
Great. So he ignores that
Nice.
stuff. As that happens, flight. Your chest, where all the armor scraps on the storm giant are, begin to freeze and burn you with cold damage. You take 23 points of cold damage as the damage on the giant then heals back.
Then I move out of the way.
And now I know what the spell does because it's obvious now. Whatever damage happens to the undead happens to me.
I want to go ahead and cure yourself then.
Yeah, don't. Could you restrain it or something before I get murdered?
Well, is it just damage that you do, or is it damage that all of us do?
Apparently, Mage just heard it, and I got hurt. So yeah, I'm pretty sure whatever you do, if you guys one shot it, I'm dead.
Hmm.
Now we're in the what do we do phase. Gerathor, what do we do?
We kill it.
Well, I look at Flight and say, "Fix yourself," and I will hold my action to when it moves into my range.
We conveniently just got a diamond.
That actually, the
Yeah,
funny
but
part,
who has
that was
provo-
random too.
We don't know how much it's worth either.
yeah, you do.
400 gold.
Oh, sweet.
5.
It's enough.
500? I didn't see.
Yeah, that's 5. All the gems were worth 5.
We only needed 300.
You can revive people, Shaseth?
I have one.
I have the others.
I mean, you guys can pick it as long as you guys have the spell prepared. It's all matters. So,
I always have prepared.
My spells are always prepared.
Gerathor holds his action as the storm giant comes charging forward. And from here, I think he's got a long reach, so I don't think I have to move towards you guys. Yeah, so I don't think we can go through the hole. As it's going to make... What's this? Yeah, we're gonna do that. So it grabs a chunk of the rock on the ground, or the rubble just destroyed, and just bowling ball rolls it into the space where you guys are at. It's gonna basically hit where Shaseth's at, which means it hits everybody. So everybody within, just... Oh, never mind. I'm hurling a magical lightning bolt. I thought I was throwing a rock. My bad. I saw hurl and thought rock. So it's a lightning bolt that goes flying and hits Shaseth. And I need everybody to make me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Including myself?
Yes, you're within 10 feet of Shaseth.
Okay.
I only get a +3.
Do we get any bonuses from Shaseth, or is that something
Yeah,
else?
you get the +4 or
+4.
5. 4.
Mini Orc completely ignores it with evasion.
Okay. New York avoids it. Perfect.
I take it in.
You're not also 20. Okay. So everybody succeeds but Shaseth. as you,
I'm gonna need healing.
you each take 55 points.
I'm going to use my absorb element spell for lightning here then.
Ow.
That will be its turn. As I roll for recharge and fail.
It has a recharge, Gerathor.
I know, but I can't hit it. Well, choosing not to hit it.
Okay, that's its turn.
Right. I'm just gonna hit it.
I take half of 55.
Correct. You all take half if you succeeded.
I take a quarter.
Quarter even. If you're resistant to lightning, obviously it's a quarter.
I bonus action potion of healing.
That's
Okay.
a quarter of 55 is just 11 or something like that. You've not let me have it.
Oh, I do the concentration, right? Because heat metal's concentration, right? I think.
That's really bad.
Yeah. So 55 is what? I don't know.
It says 20.
It's 27.
27.
So divide, you need to make a 13. Okay, you're good. And when does it have to make the save, or when does it take the damage?
The creature's holding must succeed a con save or drop the object. It doesn't say.
Bonus action to cause it, okay. So it's on
It
your
has
turn as a
disadvantage
bonus
on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
action. Okay, it doesn't matter for this, but that's good to know. Okay. It is now
Right.
Shaseth's turn.
I used the potion. I healed 6 because I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
Mm-hmm.
I guess all I could do is just hit it and see what happens.
What did I just say?
Shaseth,
Oh, yeah.
no! Ah!
So, casting the remove curse on myself did work?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
So did it?
I completely missed that you were cursed by it too.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's
You
why. That's why.
also take
That's why I
23
figured I
yes.
didn't take the damage.
No, you do take the damage too. I apologize. Actually, you guys would split it. No, it's one. No, you don't take the damage on that one. Don't worry about it. Go ahead
Okay.
and go. Shaseth. So Mage took no damage on that one.
Right. Well, all in. Might as
Oh,
well.
dang it.
I'm gonna do a smite level 1, because why not?
He did specifically say that it didn't take damage. So you
Yeah,
are
I
just
took
going to
damage.
kill them.
Hmm.
Yeah. But
So
in
if
case you missed that part. Like, the giant didn't take the damage. That's why it didn't attack. And I said, fix yourself.
Can't really. I can either dispel magic or I can revive somebody. But I can't do both.
I'll dispel myself, and I'll still have magic left over to revive someone. Just hold your
I
action
feel-
until I'm done.
Alright, I'll hold my action. Hold my action to attack the giant until one of them dispels themselves.
I would also throw a dodge action. Could be a good thing too, guys. Give you some stall time, but
Fine, I can dodge too.
I'm just throwing that out as an option. You don't have to. But if you're dodging, okay, then go ahead and hit your end turn, and it'll be Flight's turn.
It
Oh.
goes last. I'll hold my action.
Okay, you're holding your action. Good. Flight. What are you holding your action for? To be more correct.
To attack it once one of them cures themselves.
Okay.
Or if they said go.
One or the other.
Gonna
So
cast
when they say go, we'll say
Fourth
that.
level spell magic on myself.
Okay.
And I hope it does something. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be screwed. Hello?
Nope. Go ahead and make me a ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Use 4th level, right?
Yes.
So it's higher than 4th level.
Why don't we just let me roll that? Okay.
You would just roll like your intelligence or whatever. It does nothing seems to happen. The
Okay, well, I'm saying I don't feel anything happening, and I'm going to retreat because I'm dying.
okay. Fight. That's a fight's turn. Mage. What do you do?
So you cast it at 4th level, right?
Yep.
It doesn't look like it did anything.
So it's higher than a
Oh,
5th level slot.
Yeah, I'll do 5th level.
Okay. Make me a spell ability check.
Even at 5th level? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the cast out of the way. There you go.
Stupid, like, 9th level spell.
Is this a saving throw?
No, it's literally just roll your like charisma, intelligence, whatever ability.
Oh, what was it?
You
Yeah,
had
make an
proficiency?
ability check.
Yeah, spellcasting ability. You make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Yeah, I just rolled really bad.
20. All right. We watch as the goo just like kind of pulls out and vanishes from Mage's feet.
And it was specifically from my feet?
Well, I mean, just that's the
Okay,
ground.
just in general.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's higher than a 5th. That's some very powerful magic.
It's still great.
And you said the damage did not affect the thing at all.
It takes the HP from whoever is affected with this black gunk.
That's so strange though, because you would think it'd be a host.
Does Mage say go?
No, because I dispelled it for myself, not from flight.
And we saw something happen with Mage, but nothing happened with Flight.
Correct.
God, I hate effects like these.
It's the
My
nasty
turn.
one. All right. So, Gerathor, your turn is back around.
Just take the dodge action.
Hit dodge action for Gareth.
I should have moved.
Staying in its way.
Well, the 10-foot radius will end up hitting me. I should have moved.
Well, it didn't recharge, so you have that. So it is going to make a great sword attack against each of them, Shaseth and Gerathor. Disadvantage because you're both dodging. No, Shaseth is holding his action, so his is normal. So this is Shaseth first. 27.
Heads.
This is gonna hurt.
Probably gonna take me down. Yeah, it's down.
Shaseth falls. And then second attack against Gareth.
I'm down.
30 to hit.
Still hits.
Oh wait, no.
I didn't roll disadvantage.
Yep.
Still hits.
I rolled really high. Ish. 56 points. I rolled 3 6s. 4 6 or 3 6s and 1 8. 48 of that is necrotic, if that makes a difference to you. And that is going to be its turn as it's just swinging down, trying to get through you all. I'm gonna roll a recharge. No recharge. Yeah,
Hey.
and that is going to be its turn, as it is now Shaseth's turn. Yep,
That's a
that's
fail.
one fail for Shaseth. All right, Flight.
Because I am desperate and need this thing off me as much as possible, I want to dispel magic again.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw out that since you know it's at least, I guess you know it's higher than 5th level.
I can't cast anything higher.
So
than
then
fifth.
you can just do a 3rd level or whatever the lowest level is, and still just a spellcasting modifier no matter what. So you can just cast it at its lowest level. And then that check. You, as the goo, leaves your body and seeps onto the floor.
I then say,
Finish.
with extreme excitement, "All right, it's gone." And I'm gonna have Mini Orc use the bonus action to pop a potion in Shazeth's mouth.
Okay. Shaseth, you
All right.
are.
And then yo go, because
Yeah, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream, "Go!"
I mean, technically, I didn't have a turn yet.
I mean, yeah, you did. Your turn
You
was
get
a death
24
save.
HP.
How much?
24.
Wow. Wait. Wow.
You didn't roll.
Yeah. That's
Mini Orc did 5d4 plus 4.
But
It just-
It didn't roll it.
It just says 5d4 plus 4.
Oh, okay. I'm just weird.
The
18.
24 was your success, so 18 is still pretty damn good.
All right. All right, but Flight does say go, and then end his turn.
Okay. It is now Mage's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action heat metal.
Okay.
So,
I have to make a con save, right?
yes.
Just takes the damage, doesn't it?
I think
Yeah.
I think I do just take the damage now.
If a
Yeah.
creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed a con save or drop the object if it
Which I
can.
can't drop the armor.
You drop the
so
great
you
sword,
just take the
No,
damage.
he put it on the armor.
I put it on the armor. I didn't want to damage the greatsword just in case.
So 26.
Then here. And then Eldritch Blast 3 times. Once double.
And this is like the first time in a long time heat metal's been used. It's so exciting.
We're not fighting people.
I know, that's why it's exciting.
Okay, damage roll. Bam, 16 for the first one.
Everything's gonna be an advantage for you still. You, it's very fired.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, that would count for that one, so whatever. Okay, so second beam, advantage 16.
So hits. Though his armor looks very pretty in that image, it's very tattered and sparse.
Then third beam, attack, advantage.
Nice.
Nice. And I'm gonna push it back as many feet as I can, and then
You
I'm
can
gonna
push it to there. It goes against the wall partially.
Ugh, there you go.
Okay.
And end my turn.
Okay, Gerathor, you are up.
I'm gonna move to within 10 feet.
As a reminder,
I
this
will-
wall is destroyed.
That's fine. Just do a normal attack first.
Okay.
30. And then I'm going to quick jump backwards.
Looking a little bloodied.
I need to put these on. 19 to crit. Aerial assault.
You'd take the damage, that'd be great.
Don't worry, I'll be. 26.
That hits.
And then please make me a
No.
dexterity saving throw.
Which you get disadvantage on, I believe, right now.
Ooh. Oh, that was a big one. It's looking pretty rough at the moment, and you said a dexterity save.
Yes. DC is 18.
Oh,
Fuck!
oh, I have a
God.
+2.
Fuck! And that would have been the first and only time the
Disarm.
dex save of fucking the thing would have worked, because it disarms it.
Oh,
Anyway, I jump backwards and it can do a disadvantage attack of
it's
opportunity, I
definitely
guess.
going to. I 100% had that. Disadvantage 19? Just his, I think, right?
Yeah, it does hit. Damn. Because I didn't take a thing.
39 points.
39. And I will stand back in front of Shaseth.
It's its turn. It is going to charge forward. Slam down. Sword against you, Gerathor. Normal attack this time. For 45. I'm gonna roll a D2 to see if it hits Shaseth because it's brainless. It's just kind of smashing down. So a 2 is Gerathor, 1 is Shaseth. You're
You roll a 1.
prone. So advantage. 7,
That hits.
50.
Yep, down again.
Alright, Shaseth's down. That's its turn.
Best save.
Those shouldn't they be at disadvantage?
Advantage because he's prone.
Right, so it can't.
It should be normal.
It would have been. It was still rolled normal. It was a 13 on the normal roll. That's still correct.
Okay.
All right. So that's 1 success for Shaseth. And now it is fight.
Let's see. I want this thing dead as quickly as possible.
decently beat up right now from Gerathor and it not being healed by you guys anymore.
All right, so lightning doesn't work on it.
Correct.
Yeah, without metagaming on the name of it.
I mean, it did throw a lightning bolt as well.
Well, that was before, right? Because he
shot
opened
it
up
Right,
to
yeah.
that.
He
thing.
shot it twice. It didn't seem to do anything, and then he threw a lightning bolt.
All right, well, the only thing I can really do here is cantrip it.
Great bonfire.
Oop, that's the damage, not the attack.
16 hits.
That. All right, making sure it's not a crit.
Nope.
Okay, so 21 fire damage.
All right. Big old blast.
Bonus action. Once again, pops a potion and just ass mouth.
Yep.
Go ahead, roll the dice again.
The person feeding the potions is person. But it's fine.
Oh, okay.
For the future. Okay. And that would go
23
to Mage's
for
turn.
Shaseth.
That's almost perfect.
I didn't roll for recharge. Yeah!
You can't. I hit it.
It doesn't matter. I can't use it anyways. I'm gonna be dead
Gerathor,
here.
Bonus action.
Gerathor, you rolled 4 4s and a 3.
I know. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mage, what is that? Oh,
Bonus
from the bonus.
P metal, yeah.
All right. Mage,
And then
you don't have to even do anything because the heat metal, as it just singes into the bones, they grow brittle and crack and break as it's the weight of its armor and body just collapse in on itself as it falls to the ground and
a
dies.
giant that isn't resistant to ice. Storm Trap.
No more Zinogre.
I am completely out of potions.
Oh.
I say, ow.
Gerathor, you're in double digits again.
Yeah, because I had to hold a turn.
Well, I mean, you could have just killed both Mage and Flight and probably would have been solved. We are, though, at the end of the session, so I'm going to figure out some experience for you guys real fast.
At
And then
least 5,000.
we're going to call it.
And we got to figure out that spell. Because I want to use it.
I want to murder whoever invented it and prevent it from being made.
I know who invented it.
I'm stabbing Aaron.
Plus that. Those
I think there should be at least 5,000.
plus those dudes. Dude.
2 bone claws, 3 mummies, mummy lord, and a storm giant zombie. Skeleton. Pirate.
I hit the
The
number.
skeleton alone is a CR16.
11,425.
It's a level up.
There we go.
So, before we end the stream, what did you guys think about that way of discovering what the effect was?
I don't like it.
It's at 11,000
I'm
something.
surprised that
11,000.
11,425.
Correct.
Yeah, I
It
was surprised
really
that the
sucks.
mummies didn't cause redirection, or if it was specifically the skeleton. I didn't know how that.
No, it's
Yeah, I think that was the weird thing on my end too.
I think it was just a skeleton because the skull cracked and that's why I took damage. Because the mummies didn't actually do it when they took damage. I didn't take anything.
I
Mm.
think also one of the things of finding the spell. I guess on our part we should have realized like it would have given us the level of the spell, right?
Oh, does it?
Well, if we know the spell, we would know the level.
That's fair, but I feel like knowing the name of a spell is a spell you never heard of before may not actually tell you. Because it's effectively it's unknown.
I now have access to 4th level spells finally.
Nice.
I have access to 5th level spells.
I have 5th level slots, but 4th level spells.
I will say I was struggling a little bit on this one for even like those watching for running their own game. I was like, okay, I was trying to emulate, some of the damage through the skull cracking and all the bodies all throughout the place. Just so many corpses, and then Flight getting infected with it, Mage getting infected with it. I was trying to figure out how to emulate it here. So I could have just saved it for later. But I felt like this was an appropriate time because I felt you guys just kept looking for an answer. So I was trying to find a way to give you the answer. But I did have a Storm Giant as one of my monsters. So I was like, we'll have him be one that's kind of innately still attached to that magic, compared to someone like Raxus.
So we never attacked Raxus. Is that what happened to Team B?
Yes.
Mm.
Except for Team B, obviously Team B didn't take any damage. They weren't affected. But Raxus just instantly.
We're gonna find whatever does that and make sure he takes it. Let's see how much he likes it when we heal when he does it.
So, who has the highest intelligence of the group?
Me?
Flight.
Mage, I think.
Flight?
Mine's only a 14.
No,
Mine's
Flight.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flight, make me an intelligence check. We'll do this as the final little thing of the.
Can't roll squat today.
Is it been the hour? No, it doesn't matter. I don't have the spell.
Yeah, you well dropped it.
Yeah, he dispelled.
Oh,
What?
we have hit power spike.
Fifth power spike is very cool.
Starting at 17th level, your weapon attacks score a critical hit on a 19 or a 20. Additionally, when you use your aerial assault, you add this bonus to the next 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Who thought that was a good idea?
He's gonna
I
nerf that
wonder.
right away.
Nerfed.
So I am apparently too busy being in severe pain.
Yeah, to really put together any coherent thought. We might have you do another one once you get out of this. But I feel like you guys have gotten your answer from it. And we'll continue with the next episode, which will be on November. What's November? So November, we should have the 6th and the 20th. Is when Two Bear Day. So 2 weeks from now, and then 2 weeks for the second game after that. I know we're getting into holiday, or we're getting into holiday season, so shit might get weird for everybody watching. So things may change around. So just be prepared for random days where we play. Otherwise, if you like this game, you want to see how it goes, whereas we're coming nearer and nearer towards a final conclusion of this whole thing. Keep an eye out for it. And then if you want to see more games, I'll be back in an hour and 20 or hour and 40 minutes for Team Mizutsune, who is currently running from the Hunters Guild because of stuff and whatnot. Not too many spoilers there. Check it out if you want to see what's going on. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.